Yeah, it is.
Go live too then.
I'm gonna go on.
What's up, everybody? All right.
What's up, everybody?
We are live. We're going to be playing Throne and Liberty and talking about other games that are not Throne and Liberty. That's the plan today. I want to start it off by what we were talking about before we went live, which is the fact that Final Fantasy XIV has decided to release a mobile version.
Gag me with a spoon.
OMG.
It's not crossplay. That's what I thought
You
they
live
would do.
with the fast food slot bang gang.
Hey guys, so I heard a guy talking about slop bang today, and he said slop. No, not slop bang. What's the mukbang? And he kept pronouncing it mukbang.
Is it?
I feel like that would be something different.
That would be another level.
with like greeneries and whatnot.
Is
You
that
know?
how you
Might be a
pronounce
good time,
it? I
guys.
don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, my throat still kind of hurts, y'all.
Have we tried or will we
Listen,
try
RFK.
Ashes of Creation? Yes, I'm sure everybody here will play Ashes of Creation, but probably not in alpha. Not
I
really.
won't. I don't think Mr. C will.
You're not going to try it at all, even
I
at
don't
launch.
think- I won't touch it. I won't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Oh. Wow. Because of the.
Because It's mainly because the open world PvP.
Yeah.
That's basically why. And
Well-
you lose shit when you die. That's why.
Mine is-
But wait a minute, I have a
Mine
theory
is-
about that. I don't think it's going to release that way. I think it's going to release with PvE servers. I think that the tide is turned. Most people... I think World of Warcraft Classic proved that most people don't actually like PvP servers anymore. You know? So I don't think it'll launch that way. I think it'll launch with the
I think
option.
it'll launch that way because a lot of their audience is like really like gung-ho on the PvP.
Okay?
And they feel like they're just going to be like, well, either like the PvP or you don't. If you don't like PvP, don't play
Yeah,
this game.
They
I
might.
think the majority of their community is in the PvP. Not only that, the
Developers.
person who started the whole thing
Steve
is
Sharif or
they're PvP players.
Dude,
That's
my damn thing is messed up. Sorry.
oh, it's all good. That's why I won't touch it. Just because
There
I
we
played
go.
with
I think I have it fixed now.
Steven Sharif, aka Sorcerer, and not a fan. I'll just say it that way.
Yeah,
Sorry about that, guys. My sound was messed up because for some reason Streamlabs like changed all my settings at like literally. It was working, and then I muted it before I went live, and then it changed everything. You know?
Oh, weird. It's been acting up.
It's
But
been
I
acting
encourage
up.
everybody, go
We're gonna have
form
to
your
give it
own
a whipping.
opinions. If you're interested, go play it, try it out, and you know.
And
let
Di-
other people
What game
know
are we
you
talking
think.
about
Daimlo
again?
says we wouldn't know a good MMO if it slapped us in the
Ashes.
face. I want to tell you something. Actually, you're wrong, Daimlos. I got slapped right in the face by Monsters and Memories yesterday. And I looked at it and I was like, now that's a good MMO.
Wait, who slapped you in the mouth?
Monsters and Memories, right across the face, dude. Slapped me. Just
And you're like, yes, sir, more.
Dang.
yeah. And I was like, dang, now that's a good MMO.
Slapped you in the mouth like a rainbow trout.
Yeah, dude. No reservation. You know, sometimes when you slapping somebody, you kind of hold back right before you connect. Nope, no pullback.
Dang, dude.
Full on. So we're going to be probably discussing it today, but we're talking about what we're going to do since nobody really. I'm not going to. Here's the deal. I'm going to keep playing this game. I just don't know if streaming it, if anybody cares. You know.
You want to know my opinion about this game?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I think that the game is pretty cool, but it didn't take long, even though I didn't realize this was going to happen, it didn't take long for the certain mechanics of the game to make me be like, I don't feel like playing this all the time anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
And
That's
those certain
exactly
mechanics I do not, it's the pay to win thing. Even though it's not really that pay
Yeah.
to win, it's still just annoying
Still there.
enough to where I'm like, I don't want to do this crap where I'm having to break down these items to try to sell it for the stuff so that way I can save up enough money to be able to buy decent gear. Like, dude, I just don't want to do all that. I want to play an MMO and do it the old school way where I get a good drop from a dungeon or something.
Yeah, dude. Agreed. I think that's where we're all
I've been
at.
saying basically
Yeah.
the same thing. Like I think their systems just become unfun. Like the grind becomes unfun.
Yeah.
Getting the same
Chores,
weapon to
chores.
put the same weapon into your weapon to make the
Yeah,
weapon
dude. All that
leveled
stuff's
up
annoying.
isn't fun.
That's not
And then
fun.
when you look at the rune system that's supposed to be coming, where you're going to have 3 runes in every piece of your gear, and you have to
gonna be
get
even more
60
annoying.
versions of the same rune to level up that rune. It's like, yeah, and then not only that, you're limited. So it's like you can only run 2 dungeons a day on the new dungeons that are coming. The tier 1s you can, or the 1 stars you can run 3 a day, but you need 60 of these runes that you get from dungeons to level up 1 single rune, and that grinding like that just isn't fun. It's a chore.
No, it's
and
not.
you
And
know,
that is
then
why-
you add in pay to win people being able to just buy
Yeah.
the stuff with Lucent off of the auction house, and it's bullshit.
Yeah, I agree, and sadly, I've come to the conclusion that, believe it or not, in my opinion, this is my opinion, New World is actually more fun to play because of that.
Yeah, because New World at least has a regular
Hot
gear
take,
progression.
hot take.
But
You know what I would say? As much as I've enjoyed this game, when I compare the time played, I played New World like almost twice as much as I played this. And it's probably been about the same amount of time since release. Like I didn't play, New World for a long time, but I played it a lot.
Yeah.
The thing I like about New World is it is a better, for me anyway, it is a better game compared to this to play casually, because you can just get onto it and be like playing the game. But then on this game, you know, you'll log in and be like, oh crap, I have to do all this crap in the menus and do all this and that and this and that.
Tokens,
takes up the whole damn time.
Yeah, the menu grind is
and
annoying.
Listen, if you want to just grind for the sake of grinding, there's already a game out. It's called Brighter Shores. There you go.
Bride of Shores?
What's your question, Lighted One? He's building a new PC and has a question. What's up, Mugen?
Oh, shoot.
Mugen's about to uninstall this game.
Of the Wild.
So here's the deal. I think if I was playing this on PC, I probably would uninstall it. The only reason I know I'll still play this some is because it's on console, and I will still log in and play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but dude, why would you log in on console and play this game when you can log in on console in New World and we could go singing?
True. We need to set that up and do that. We need to do that. We need to go on our tour.
I feel like New World has like a ceiling of like how long people will play it until they get kind of burnt out, and that ceiling is a lot lower for Throne Liberty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
that
lower.
makes sense.
Well, for one thing, it takes longer. It's still pretty fast, but it does take longer to level up in New World, and a lot of that has to do with distractions. This game didn't have a lot of distractions. You know, you just kind of ran through the story. There wasn't a whole lot. I mean, it has a little bit because you can go do some of the events or whatever. But for the most part, not a lot of distractions because this game doesn't... It's missing some key features like gathering. It does have gathering, I guess. Crafting. The craft... I wouldn't even call the bit...
No, it's not crafting.
That's not crafting. You know, it's something else, which is fine for me, but there's just no distraction.
It's mobile game shit.
Yeah, it's mobile game crafting.
Yep.
All right, keep meat for you, Mugen. Here we go.
So I sprinkle the salt, dab the Texas peach, cut up and serve you a parakeet.
Yeah, probably.
And you're not sure if you want to try it. I'm really not. Because you have never eaten parakeet before. Keep me. That's all I want, that's all I want to eat. Keep me.
Depends on the game.
That's all I want, that's all I want to eat. Keep me. That's all I want, that's all I want to eat. Keep me. That's all I want, that's all I want. Just imagine a chicken wing drumstick, except 100 times smaller. Now you got a parakeet leg, homie. Now let me hear you holler. You gotta keep me.
Or if it's its own separate entity.
If it's its own thing, yeah.
Like with the Realm Reborn thing, that's not... Those people aren't going to be playing with me.
What should he get for a graphics card? A 7900 or the 4080 Super?
I'd say 4080 Super, but I think you're asking a real. It's not like a technical question. It's a personal preference.
It is
question.
a personal, but I will say that this is not necessarily a good thing in my opinion. But Nvidia really does have the lockdown on the market right now, so get the support for Nvidia and their features on their cards in most, like pretty much every video game is there, where Radeon doesn't have as good of support for games. It's just not as good. So
Also,
Nvidia's winning big time.
Isn't Nvidia releasing a new line of cards like pretty soon-ish, right?
Yeah, they should
turns
be.
out it's
They've talked about their
they're
50s.
releasing now. They're getting into the car game.
Graphic
car game.
Graphic cars.
The
Right.
Nvidia car.
Graphic cars. They're really, they look good. You know what I'm
They
saying?
got the idea from the Cybertruck because it looks like a graphic car.
It looks like a low graphic car. So they were like, let's make high graphic cars and get ahead
They're
of
like,
the
our
market.
cars are in high definition. People will be like,
Listen,
wow.
do you want more polygons than Halo 2 cars? Then here you go.
Oh my gosh. All right. So what are we doing tonight? What do you guys want to run?
I have
Mo-
no idea.
Mugen's going back to Fractured Online. He said he's done with this game. He's had it.
Also, Damelos, we need you. Listen. You quit your raids and come back on Wednesday. That's
you guys.
order.
Do you guys not know what happened to
100%.
Damelos? Have you guys not heard the news?
No.
What?
No, what happened?
We'll be lucky if Damelos even plays Pantheon, guys. You guys really haven't heard?
Is this real?
Really?
This is real. No, Steve knows.
Okay.
He just must have forgot, or maybe Steve doesn't realize the degeneracy going on here.
Oh.
Damelos is whole hog, okay, whole hog boy. 100% went nuts crazy spending like 20 hours out of a 24-hour day every day playing Pokemon trading card
Are
game.
you kidding me?
He's gone nuts, dude. He's gone nuts.
You're right. You're right.
He's gone
Sorry,
nuts.
but I can't.
I will.
I
will
didn't even
accept-
download it. I can't play the mobile game. I just can't do it.
He has the
I-
audacity to say that we don't know a good MMO. Really?
Listen,
Come on.
listen.
I will accept Damelos on Wednesdays, even if he's just half here playing Pokemon Pocket. All right.
Oh,
Damelos
yeah.
is a noob. He doesn't even have a Charizard.
Yeah, he doesn't have his super ultra shiny deluxe Charizard card. that Drac pulled on
Yeah,
on
Drac
stream.
pulled one in the middle
was
of playing
so funny.
Pantheon.
And it was his second one. That was the beautiful thing about it.
Yeah. That's sad. It's a sad life.
It's official. Drac is the better Pokemon player.
There you go.
Is it?
He has the-
It's confirmed. It's official.
Whoever knew, who thought it would come to this, you know?
I know.
Whoever thought it would come to this.
It's like, did you ever play like Magic the Gathering card games back in the game with that kid who was just like, I have this cooler looking card, I win. I have the cool card. Yeah.
Yeah. You might as well not even play me because look at this card.
Oh, it's making me a tingle in my nose, guys.
Every Throne and Liberty player thought New World was going to fail, and here we are praising it. Um,
Not that good. I'm just
That
saying.
makes
Yeah,
sense because
it's
New
just
World
better
came out
than-
like more than a year before.
Yeah, it's
Throne.
it's had more time to be better.
And my biggest thing about it is it doesn't have all the stuff in this game that technically belongs in a mobile game that makes it
Yeah,
aggravating.
it's the Korean versus not Korean.
Yeah.
That's really what it all boils down to.
It feels like more of a normal MMO experience that you'd be. It is a modern MMO, don't get me wrong.
For sure.
But like, I mean, I personally, I just like the idea. I'm casually played both of these games, right? And as a casual player, let me just say, and I know I literally just said this, but I will rather get on New World and do a couple quests, maybe go on a buffalo hunt or something, and then log into this game, and I've got like an hour to play, and I'm in the menus the whole damn time.
Yep, that's pretty much what it is, and I hate, and we've always complained about it. The very things we complained about from the beginning are the things that have unraveled the game over time.
Exactly.
Because we were willing to put up with it during the honeymoon phase, and until we realized, honestly, what really killed it was when we got to Endgame, and we realized that the grind isn't necessarily gear. The real grind is stupid little pieces of BS that go on the gear, you know?
Yeah. And it's so annoying.
It's
It's
leveling
basically
up
what
your
happened is
traits and
we started playing this game. It seemed pretty hot and sexy.
Yeah. And
Then
it
that
is
honeymoon
pretty.
phase wore off, and we were like, "Oh, dude, this bitch is nasty.
She's got STDs.
I gotta get rid of this. I do not tell anybody that I did this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. I do know what you mean.
The old beer goggles treatment.
Actually,
You're like, look, yeah, the old beer goggles treat.
I actually saw somebody using this game as a diss the other day in the Pantheon Discord. Did anybody else catch that?
No, I didn't. I don't go to the
I did
Discord.
not.
But please tell me.
So I peek in there every now and then for the drama. And I saw somebody said something about, it was a small complaint about Pantheon. I think it was about the crafting thing, right? Pretty sure.
Okay.
Like, because you have to be you have to continue to craft, you have to also level up your class, or else you will get to a point where you can't craft anymore, which is BS, by the way. I agree that that's BS. That needs to go. That's for the birds. And I think they will change that. But they're complaining about that, and then somebody replied back. Because, there's always those people that no matter what Pantheon does, they show up and act like, if you don't like it, then get
contrarian.
out, Yeah.
Or
So,
that too, yeah.
what they said was,
I
why don't
wanna
you
hear
go
your
back and play
argument.
Throne and Liberty instead? That was what they said back
I
to me.
want to hear your argument. Why do you feel like? So you're saying like a level 1 character
Yes.
should be able to reach like master crafting.
Yes.
Why do you feel
Let
that
me
way? and
explain
how do you
why.
think that benefits the game.
Because I believe in old school MMO philosophy that if somebody really, really wants to be just a crafter, that's all they play the game for, right? They want to craft. They want to be a weaponsmith, let's say, right? They roll a dwarf. They really want to be this weaponsmith. That's all they care about. That's why they're playing the game. they're going to be punished for doing that naturally, okay? Because as they have to go get better resources, they're going to have to travel into dangerous areas to get it that will literally slaughter them because they're a low-level adventure level, right? If they're willing to do that, and I walk up and I realize I'm getting a piece of gear and buying it off a guy who's level 1 or 5 or something, but he's a master at weapons, master weaponsmith, that's cool. That's just cool. And why shouldn't he be able to do that? Because
what about a guy who just on his main who's like Lord Death Mario Killer 24?
I got disconnected from the server.
Oh shit. He gathers all the resources and just funnels them to like a level 1. They can get level 50, and he just sits at the bank all day.
That's the exact argument I was making, is that to me, that's completely against the old school mentality. To me, what you're saying is you're allowing everybody to have multiple alts that are all going to be crafting alts. You're encouraging people to just need on everything because they're just going to funnel it to their alts. And you're taking away the interaction of the community. You're taking away the need to go find that person that can craft a different thing for you, because everybody should just have their own crafting alts that can just level up everything infinite. If you're going to do that, you might as well just let everybody do all the crafting and level up every single skill.
Weird,
to me, if you're going to allow it in the first place, you need to create other bottlenecks anyways, because what you end up having to do, if you let a level 1 level up their crafting, let's say they can skill up technically to be the highest level crafter, then what you have to do is you have to put another bottleneck in there to where they can't get the rare recipes, because those recipes are bind on pickup from bosses and books that you have to find deep in a dungeon, or doing different things that they can't do because they don't play the game and they never leveled up.
Well, that's how you fix it. That's how you fix it. You make really rare stuff. You make some, right? I don't think you should make it all. Make some really rare things.
I don't think it should be all, but I think you should make by demand rare items.
Well, that fixes it. That means they'll have to take.
That should be that way either way.
That means that they can still do it, right, without leveling up adventuring, but there'll be another roadblock.
The best stuff or the rarest stuff.
Or they'll have to sell a bunch of something else so they can afford to buy that off somebody who does adventure. But I just feel like that just creates a cooler world.
I agree. I actually agree with Nathan on this. Sorry to chime in, but that's because I grew up on Ultima Online, and dude, I had friends in that game. When I say friends, I mean they were my friends in the game. I never met them in real life or nothing. But I had friends in that game. Like, there was this one guy. He was a grandmaster blacksmith. He was, like, famous on the server, kind of. Everybody wanted armor that he made. That's all he did. He wasn't a warrior or anything. All he did was be a blacksmith.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
And I just remember, and I guess I was young and impressionable, and this just for some reason never went away. I just remember picking up the box of old MMOs and reading the back, because I was poor, so I had to make a careful decision if I was going to purchase this game or not. And I remember a lot of them on the back, especially Ultima Online, would say something to the effect of, become rich and travel the world and get loot beyond your imagination, or something like that. And then there would be another one that would say something like, craft your way to become a legacy on the server, making the best gear possible. And it just, I don't know, I just feel like it's a different path. I feel like some people like to craft, some people like to adventure, some people like to do both, but some people just like to craft. I've known a lot of people over the years playing MMOs, that's what, they don't care about anything else, that's all they're there for. And I think they should have that path.
I think it's funny because I wish I didn't have to deny those people that path. It's funny because, like, it's making me think of a bunch of other things I was thinking recently about Joppa. Like, Joppa is trying to play neutral on, like, DPS meters.
Sure.
And, like, guild
it's a hard one.
Size limits. And well, to me, like, a dev can't be neutral nowadays. Back in the day, you sort of could, because people would just sort of innocently do those things.
Sure.
But now the systems a dev puts in they either support it or they don't. You can't be neutral on DPS meters and just go, yeah, you know, we don't care if people use them, but you know, it's not a no. If you're going to allow people to use them, you're pro DPS meter. Like you're pro people putting limits on other people because that's what's going to happen because of DPS meters. If you're going to go, we don't care, you know, if people choose to do it or not, then you're essentially going like, we don't care if people kick people.
What is a DPS meter?
You know, like
a damage meter, a parser,
so that it tells who did the best DPS and who did the worst, so that in Rage you can be like, yeah.
It basically tells if you're doing a good job or a bad job in the game,
and
then
they'll use
people
its
start
rating.
kicking you. Yeah.
I mean, I don't like parsers.
People...
I wish they would have never been invented. The problem is
I don't like it either.
They have been invented, so now what?
And it's the same with like guild size limits. If you're going to say like we don't care about guild size limits, then you're pro zerg guilds.
Right.
You just are. Like you can't just be like, we don't mind, let people do what they want to do.
What's
I mean, that's like
guild?
You might as well say like, a zerg guild is like, we're just gonna throw let's say there's a 40-man raid, but you can technically bring 200 people into the zone and
so
fight
everybody
the
just
boss.
zergs it.
That's
kind of like we do in
guild.
this game.
They just bring way more people than are intended to do the content.
That way it's easy, and you can smash through it quick.
It's like the world bosses in this one.
Here's the problem with, I think Pantheon has a pretty good solution to zerging. In my opinion, not everybody's going to agree with this, but Pantheon's solution is it's going to scale. Of course, you can outscale it with people if you want to, but in my opinion, it's just a world boss. It's not a, like a raid boss, or it's not even a named boss in a dungeon. It's a totally different kind of content to me. World bosses should be able to be zerged. It's just good old dirty fun to me. You know what I mean? I'm okay with that.
We won't know until we see like some of their ideas
drops
sound good, like locking people off with doors and that kind of stuff. The drops are a big part too. Like, how do you reward the drops?
That's what I was about to say. That could ruin it. Now, what I just said.
Anytime you trivialize the content, like it becomes boring. If that's the norm, like the world bosses
you have to make it
are a perfect example.
Here's how you make it exciting. Here's how you make it exciting. I feel like Final Fantasy XIV nailed this. It's the most recent game I feel like nailed world bosses. I don't know about now because I don't feel like they really even do them anymore. But back when Realm Reborn first released, if you were in that forest area, don't remember what it's called, and it started raining, everybody on the server would be like, it's raining, it's nighttime, I think it had to be, and they would wait for lightning. Because if you started seeing lightning in the sky, that meant Odin was coming, baby. And so everybody would start running around the map because he had several points he could be at. Everybody was like jumping into that area, looking for Odin, and spreading out and going to all his spawn points. And then when he spawned, they'd be yelling it out, and everybody would run to Odin and fight him because it didn't happen all the freaking time. It was fairly rare. By fairly rare, going off of memory here, Odin maybe spawned one random day a week. Something like that. So it was exciting.
Let me say, if Odin dies in 10 seconds and doesn't because 500 people show up,
and that's what happens.
A single mechanic off.
That's usually
after how many weeks do you think nobody's going to kill Odin anymore because it's not fun and it's worthless?
Another thing they did was the world bosses at that time. Okay, the game had just launched. It would be totally different now, but at that time, he was slaughtering everybody, dude. It was just a field of bodies, right? So it actually was hard just because we had to keep throwing ourselves at it until we finally beat him, right? Because it was so laggy that it had mechanics, but you couldn't really tell.
Also, Odin had that mechanic where he would just one-shot everyone.
Yeah, he would one-shot everyone. It would just wipe them, and then everybody'd run back. So I thought it was fun. It's not like hard, difficult fun. It's just fun. Because so many people are there and it's exciting and it doesn't happen all the freaking time. I think that's how you do big world bosses. Otherwise,
but that's kind of my point. I think that's exactly like I'm talking about with Throne and Liberty. Like the first time we went and killed the Queen Belanthere, it was fun. It was fun to go see the worm come up and smash everybody and poison people.
Yep.
I've killed Belanthere like 3 times. I don't think I'm ever going to kill Belanthere ever again unless we somehow can do it as a guild raid.
It happens too often. That's the problem with this game. It doesn't feel that special because it's on a rotation.
Only happens like once or twice a week.
But you can see it coming. You can see it coming.
But it's not fun. It is scheduled. Yeah, it is scheduled. But it's
that
just
makes
not
a difference.
Like the amount of people and the chance to get anything worthwhile, like it's just not a fun encounter.
Thanks for that Prime sub, Violent Color.
You see it once or twice, and it's like, why do this anymore? I think
it's
Pantheon will be sort of the same way.
About how things have evolved like this, because most of my MMO experience where I can really talk a lot about an MMO outside of like the Final Fantasy game stuff is from Ultima Online, right?
Yeah.
Because that was the one that I played for years, like playing it every day for hours and hours.
And went back to it. And went back to it. And back to it.
And so, like, I think the thing that's interesting, the thing I think that's interesting about it is that, like, in Ultima Online, there wasn't that big of a focus on getting rare drops from enemies and stuff like that. Like, there were, like, artifact weapons and armors you could get, but they were like super hard to get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like we would just get together and have enough people in a group to take down like a really hard dragon or something just to be able to have done it. And it felt like a big deal back then. Like, hell yeah, we took it down.
People unfortunately are now way pickier, and not just people.
Like, we didn't need a reward for it. We just needed the glory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the honeymoon era of like MMOs in general, because like back in the day, like everyone who played EverQuest, like they weren't trying to get like they were just trying to play the game. They weren't trying to kill Lady Vox and
we didn't even know she existed for a while,
But to kind of go back to like crafting a little bit, a game like the problem with Pantheon is that a lot of the content for crafting is more or less revolving around level to some extent, right?
What's the solution, Grando?
What's the solution? But in Star Wars Galaxies, you could, in fact, make a character who just did crafting, because the game was kind of built around that. Because you'd have to gather resources from an area, and there was like this whole like resources like way to extract resources, and it was very unique and blah 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 blah. And you would be able to level up crafting, you'd be able to set up a shop. It was kind of built for crafters to be able to just craft and not even touch any of the combat, right? But Pantheon, it's kind of like hand in foot, where you kind of have to some extent, even if it's just like gathering trees, like you hit a point where the trees are in such high level areas where you kind of need adventuring levels. Even if you try to boot scooting around the level content,
you're probably gonna die.
You're gonna need levels, right?
You're probably gonna die.
Because like Hangors, like you could go to Hangors and chop trees at level 1, but good fucking luck, because those orcs are probably gonna aggro you from so far away.
Or dude, you could be really smart. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't see what the problem of leaving it as an option is, because you're gonna hit those bottlenecks where it's stupid difficult for you to get the materials you even need.
The only problem is that it's just people boxing and with accounts, right? That's the problem, because back in the day, back in EverQuest, even back in Star Wars Galaxies, people didn't box.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
And now in EverQuest, everyone fucking boxes. Everyone fucking boxes in EverQuest.
Well, hopefully Pantheon can have a good solution, and just to kind of limit or stop boxing. They'll have to enforce it. I'm more worried that they'll just make it a rule, but they won't enforce it, and therefore people will do it like crazy. That's my concern.
I think they'll just go neutral like they have with
damage that's what I'm afraid of.
Guild size limits. I think they're just going to be like, yeah, we're not a fan of it, but there's nothing we can do about it, like they did about account sharing.
Exactly.
Like Jaffa said, Lynch essentially said account sharing is technically against the rules, but we can't really do anything about it. So, there it is. And
and I'm afraid that they're going to do the same. Yeah, they should say like, okay, even if you can't do nothing about it, you don't tell people that, or else they're definitely going to do it even more. Even, like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like my dad would always say, I don't lock my doors because I think it's actually going to stop somebody from getting in my house if they want to. I lock my doors because it keeps, how did he say it? It keeps the, I don't remember his exact words, but like it keeps the honest, right? So if your door is wide open in your car and you have a pile of cash sitting on the driver's seat, it doesn't take a criminal to be tempted to grab that money and run, okay? Even a decent person might see a situation and be like, well, screw it. There's no repercussion, right? I can get away with this, so I might as well. So even if they have trouble monitoring it, they should not publicly let people know that. They should say, like, hey, we're enforcing this. If we catch you, you'll be banned. You'll lose your whole account, etc. Right? Like, there are repercussions. And then at least keep the honest. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the problem. They've been kind of milquetoast about a lot of stuff like that, right? Where, like, oh, hey, there's people exploiting with gathering tools. You get a 1 day ban.
1 day ban.
You get a
I
one
saw
day
that.
ban. That's like, you know, if you gave a kid a 1 day suspension, they wouldn't give a fuck. They wouldn't give a fuck. They'd be back there lighting something else on fire.
Yeah. It needs work. I'm hoping that they're just being a little gentle right now because it's just testing and they just aren't taking it seriously. They understand that certain things will actually ruin the game, you know?
Well, I want to preempt something I was saying earlier. I think a lot of these things we're criticizing can work if your game has been designed from the start for them. Like, I think PvP games can work. Me and Nathan have talked about it. I would love to see like a 3-faction PvP game come in that was designed from the start and they didn't, you know, take away from anything.
Yeah.
I think you could have crafting, like Mr. C was talking about with Star Wars Galaxies. I never played Star Wars Galaxies, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I think you could have both. I think you, like Nathan was talking about with crafting, I think you could have a max level, you know, level 50 adventure character who's a level 50 maxed weaponsmith who's a dungeon weaponsmith. They get the dungeon recipes and all that kind of stuff. And then you can have a level 1 adventure character who's like a level 1 town weaponsmith. And guess what? They get a different little talent path. They get to set up a shop in town, whereas the dungeon weaponsmith doesn't get to, because they get the cool recipes that they get from killing bosses. The guy who sits at level 1 in town can make a little shop and set up his little bazaar shop and do different things than that character. But again, that has to be designed from the start to be that way.
To be that cool. Yeah. It has to
somebody
be.
should do something like that where it just kind of encompasses all the wanted gameplays of an MMO. That would be sweet.
You know what game almost pulled off really cool like bazaars and setting up shop and stuff like that, and they just screwed it up with some very minor details that made it to where almost nobody uses the system at all. Elder Scrolls Online, dude. They had this really cool system where you can go to any major city and there's like little stalls right outside of it and inside it and stuff, and it's meant for people to pay in order to sell their stuff there, right? The problem is it's linked to guild only, right? It's not like a person, it's a guild that does it. And so what ended up happening, because unfortunately we optimized the fun out of everything, is that people made like guild specific to for you to join just to sell your stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you would join a guild just to put your stuff in so they could sell it, because they're a big guild and there's tons of people, and therefore they can afford the things so they can get the spots and have a bazaar. And what ended up happening is people almost ignore the entire system, like casual people do. If you're not really, you know, neck deep into that game on a high level, you probably just ignore their whole system. But it was a good idea. I just feel like it could have been done better. Like, why not open that up to anybody to be able to get that slot, you know?
Dude, speaking of optimizing the fun out, for whatever reason, I was watching a recent episode of The Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Oh, okay.
And do you remember the episode where they have the perfection guy, right?
The which guy?
The perfection guy, the inspector who inspects like underwear and stuff.
Yeah.
They were playing Kick the Can, and they hit the point in perfection where they optimized Kick the Can, where they just did the numbers on the calculator to see who would win instead of playing the game. And I was like, that's where we're living. That's where we're at.
That's where we're at. That's exactly where we're at, especially in video games. Oh, the election is this Saturday, Witcher. You talking? I'm assuming you're talking about the most important election of 2024, which is, you know, the new mayor
the
of
Mario
Perth City.
Party or the Shrimp Party.
Yeah, that's this Saturday, dude. This Saturday in a few days.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
It's a good thing I had girls' weekend out this weekend. So I did not want to miss that.
Dude, I was actually thinking about doing Gargoyles weekend out.
Oh, going out with the
after
Gargoyles?
Yeah. Hanging with my goyles.
My coils.
This is terrible. Just bad. Just really bad. I love it.
Sad.
He's not joking though. He really does hang out.
I
nice
have
with the
gargoyle
gargoyles.
friends.
He really does.
One of them actually is a little bit well known. He was in that movie, The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Right.
He starred in that movie. He was a small.
Now,
Zoe Martin, 42. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel.
now, which came out first, Hunchback of Notre Dame or the show Gargoyles on the Disney Channel?
I think The Hunchback of Notre Dame, maybe. I don't know now.
I think it did.
I'm-
Did it inspire that show? I wonder. It had to. They look so similar.
No, they don't.
Hang on.
The gargoyles in the cartoon look like badass.
Yeah, no, they're way cooler.
But in the Notre Dame, they're like all hilarious and corny.
Are they? Oh, okay. I haven't seen Hunchback of Notre Dame in a long time. In my brain, the gargoyles are the same. So obviously, my memory is wrong.
I wish in the Hunchback of Notre Dame they did have those big badass.
That's what I thought. I thought they did.
Be
Okay,
hilarious.
Gargoyles came out October 24th, 1994.
Okay. When did Notre Dame come out?
June 21st, 1996. So.
Oh, Gargoyles
Gargoyles.
was first. Well, now that we know.
They should have used the same gargoyles in both of them.
Yeah,
That
since
would have made sense.
since
You
Gargoyles
don't
was
ask them.
first, they should have did a little guest appearance and put some of them
They
in there.
should have.
They really should have. It was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, it was.
Because if
Well,
they would have did
who the
that,
hell
the
knows what
Esmeralda
this-
girl that supposedly was in love with that disgusting hunchback would have definitely went for the gargoyle instead.
100%. 100%. Those are some sexy gargoyles.
I know.
Witcher,
Those are
don't
some hot
worry.
goyles.
Witcher says, can we do a write-in vote? I don't want either of those tyrants in charge. Don't miss Saturday. That's all I got to say for you, okay?
Listen, you guys can make me lose if you want. I don't like having a lot of responsibility in life.
So Damelos was winning when we polled. Let's see, what would that have been back in September? Damelos was winning. Last time we polled it for the Halloween episode in October, Steve was winning. So
Yeah.
it's kind of been a little back and forth. So I really do think their performance here on Saturday is going to be the final decider for a lot of people. All right, do you guys want to actually run a dungeon? Or you just want? I mean, I'm cool with just running around and talking too, if you want to.
Yeah, I think at this point it doesn't even matter anymore.
I mean, and we're already like almost an hour. You know what? Fuck. I was just keep going. Just run around, show the beautiful scenery.
Yeah, I've just been running
Let's,
around.
and let's complain about what's wrong with the MMOs in the world. I had a feeling that's what would happen. I even named my stream because I had a feeling that we would mostly talk about this. So I got some good news though. Steve, I don't know if he's activated it yet or not. Steve has a Pantheon account. He's ready to rock.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know if he's activated it. Probably not.
Dude,
'cause-
I'm gonna be allowed to stream it, right?
Yeah, you can stream it. It's
Sweet,
Yeah.
dude.
NDA is
Yeah,
down.
the NDA.
You
has been
know
down for a
I'm
while.
making my first stream be Pantheon Rise of the Baldwins.
Dude, I hope a developer sees your channel and comes and checks
Oh,
it out. So
You
bad.
don't want to miss what I'm going to be doing Friday the 13th when Pantheon
Oh.
goes in the EA. Let's just say no one's played an MMO like this, and they might not play an MMO like this ever again.
Okay. You're going to do a special stream for that day? Is what you're
Oh,
saying? Okay.
It's
very
gonna change the game.
Gula knows what I'm doing. Gula is just going to be probably the most amazing thing you've ever seen.
It will be fantastic. Don't miss it.
Dude, I'm excited for early access.
I know I won't.
We get a bunch of new zones, for
I'm
one thing.
excited for it too. Since somebody has me in an NDA right now, so I'm not allowed to play.
It wipes. Does it wipe
Stop
that
saying
day?
that. You can go play whenever you want.
Galo put you on a personal
Did the
NDA.
servers get wiped on
Yeah.
that day?
She,
Is that how it
she
works?
just keeps asking me if I want to go play, and I'm like, no, I don't want to
honestly-
play until EA. And then she's
I'm
like,
sick of this game.
oh.
So when
that's why I'm like, let's go play Pantheon,
know-
please.
I don't know when, Steve, but it will wipe before EA.
Yeah. So we'll have on the 13th. It'll be brand new servers. Everybody be level 1.
I
I think
want
they
to start.
said it's coming down like December 1st or 2nd or something.
think so,
and then
yeah.
I don't think it's going to come back up until EA.
Something
I
like
don't want
that.
to
Yeah.
play it until the EA, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it might be worth it just to log on, just to
And check it out.
just
you
make
can log
sure
on,
how it runs.
Look at the character customization and
Make
stuff.
sure it works on my computer.
Now, Steve will be happy to know there are more than one face.
I know, dude. I'm pumped about that. This isn't gonna be like that Embers Adrift
Steve.
bullshit.
Oh no!
You can also make a dwarf with no beard.
People want to think
That's
that
just
Embers
blasphemous.
Adrift is so good, but if you can only have one face, I'm sorry, guys, that's not good.
Now,
That is not good.
I would like to say that we love you, Embers Adrift, even if you do only have. And by the way, Steve, they do have two faces. They do have two
A
faces.
male and a female.
That's
face.
correct. They do have two. That's
Listen,
double the
beating-
amount that you're
I
claiming.
will say
down
that
Embers
that's
Adrift.
okay for a single player game.
Oh boy.
Beating down Embers Adrift is like going to the cancer ward. and
Yeah.
just picking a random
That's
kid
what I
and
feel
just
like.
pummeling them.
100% agreement.
Listen, I am not above doing that.
Oh my gosh. Oh
if that's what it takes.
That's what it takes to get things done around.
But let me tell you, you know who has more than one? You know who else has more than just one kind of face?
Who?
A cancer ward.
Oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That is
Yeah.
definitely.
Cancer
Go to the
ward
cancer
can even have
ward.
more one face than Embers Adrift. That's pretty bad, guys.
Steve will go to the cancer ward and offer only the people with shellfish allergies free shrimp.
That's right, I will do it. We got to cut back on the population somehow. And I'll be the one to do it.
Steve, the
new
shrimp
dictator
murderer.
of the earth.
And just remember, he won't tax you for grabbing ass
That's
Yep.
the important thing.
all
Now,
day.
actually, Witcher just gave me a good idea. Is Damelos, are you still there?
Tainted.
Are you still there, Damelos? So if we did a rap off, like a anything like that, an epic rap battle, that I don't feel like that would be fair because Steve's actually practiced that particular skill over a course of time, and I don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty sure Damelos has not. So
Well, so wait. What if? Just you know,
okay,
listen to me for a second.
all right.
What if? So Steve's obviously been training, and we
Sure.
all know Damelos is trained.
Training.
Why don't we have Damelos rap and Steve sing opera?
I could do it.
Oh,
I'm
well,
down.
here's what I was thinking.
Ooh.
Similar. I had a similar idea. What if I write lyrics? Okay, I write the lyrics.
Uh-oh.
I send the lyrics to Steve and Daimos, same lyrics. Same lyrics. They decide to do whatever they want with those lyrics, and
Oh,
we'll
that's a good
release it.
idea.
I'll make the video for both, okay? They just got to record it how they want it to be, and then...
This sounds like it works perfect with my idea because you can send them both the same lyrics,
Uh-huh.
and Daimlos can rap it, and Steve can sing it in opera.
True, if they want to.
It's gonna be our choice.
It's their
I can
choice.
make a rock ballad if I want.
Sure. Or
that's
Daimos
true.
could rap it,
What about
but
a rock opera?
he'll probably
Yeah.
opera style it.
Here's the thing I
rock
wonder
lobster.
though. Is it fair to can Daimlos write actual music? Will it be unfair?
He
to
could,
him?
but I don't know if he'll have time. So don't worry. We'll figure something out for that. Oh, how about
Okay.
this? I'll pick the song too. I'll pick the song.
Oh dang, that's
So-
so
Daimos is
harder.
no fun. Look
That
at
one
him.
be harder. That one would kind of tie it to a certain genre.
Yeah, you're right.
Ooh, Daimos came in and says not rapping.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Okay, Mr.
Like,
Not Fun
He's
Havers.
not going to get voted
All right, you're
for.
not allowed on the show anymore. Bye.
Right? Unwilling to work with others. Jeez.
Refuses to rap. Okay, how about this? I got an even better idea. I got an even better
when it
idea.
comes to Daimlos, he's not rapping. He's sitting on the toilet playing Pokemon crapping.
I got a better idea.
It's good.
I'll get a song, okay? I'll get a song, and I'll send it. We'll flip for it. Who gets to do the first verse, okay? Then the next person does the... Now, you don't get to hear the first verse, okay? You don't get to hear what the other person's doing. But then you write the second verse, third verse, fourth verse. So everybody gets two verses. They both get two verses. And then we can play that song in its entirety, and people can judge who they think did a better job. Now, that doesn't... You can vote for the other person, even if... You don't have to say, hey, Daimos, I think, did better on that song, therefore I have to vote for Daimos. It's just another thing to consider, okay? It's just another policy, you might say, to consider. You can still vote for whoever you want.
You know what else you could do if you want? You could do that, but then you would have to like break it all up, I guess, and then re-edit it back
Sure.
together.
Yes.
Or you could go with the other idea that you had, and instead of like sending us both the same song, you could send us each like 5 or 6 songs. And we picked which one we wanted.
Oh, true. Maybe that's a better option.
And the 5 songs you send Damelos, I'll actually write all of them, and compose them.
Is that fair though?
Like here's 6 songs written by Steve, composed by Steve. Now you get to pick which one you want to put lyrics to. Actually, dude, honestly, dude, you could forget about that idea. You could literally just get into like the AI and be like, do me 6 instrumental tracks of this genre.
Yeah, you guys tell me.
You could just use
there
that.
we go. You guys can just tell me what style you're looking for, and I'll I'll let AI make an instrumental 5 different songs for you and send them to you. And then you pick which one of those 5 that you like, and then you make a song, even better.
That way.
I'll do that tonight, because we don't have much time.
That way it's fair, and, because I could sit and, like, compose, like, a masterpiece if I really wanted to. Maybe that wouldn't be fair. It would be funny if it was a rap battle, though.
That would be hilarious.
It would be pretty good.
If only somebody would actually do a rap battle and not just be a little Pokemon Pocket playing weenie wussy club man.
We play Pokemon Pocket games now.
I mean, you guys could technically like each of you could write a rap, like write the lyrics.
Okay.
And then go have AI sing both versions. Instead of either one of you having to sing, you could have the AI sing the rap.
Who makes the better?
work.
Who makes the better song using AI? But you have to write your own lyrics.
No, you have to write your own
You could
lyrics,
have
not
me
use
read the
theirs.
raps.
Well, you can tell if it's AI lyrics. They always are weird.
They always are like the same lyrics almost.
Yeah, it's almost the same song.
They're
every
similar,
time.
at least, in a way.
Okay, so let me ask you guys about this. I found this shocking. Okay, I wanted to let everybody know I never plan. Okay, let me reword. There's one thing that would make me do this, actually. Never say never, okay? It's highly unlikely I would ever play retail World of Warcraft, okay? It's highly unlikely. But it did intrigue me that for the first time, this has to be some kind of record. The game's been out 20 years. They did their little... I think it's 20 years. Is that right? Yeah, it's been 20 years since World of Warcraft came out. Warcraft has existed for 30 years. 20 years of an MMO, and coming soon, probably next year, for the first time ever in World of Warcraft, housing. They're gonna do it. They're doing it finally. Yes.
Wow.
Winter, I'm sorry that we
that
couldn't
long.
play Baldur's Gate 3 tonight. How do you feel? Are you gonna make it? Are you sad that you don't get to see Gale tonight? Listen, my chat knows you're in love with Gale.
Who's Gale?
You forgot who he was. Okay, don't worry
You
about it.
can't resist the mullet.
She must not be that in love. She forgot. She's like, wait, which one's Gale?
Gale
So-
sucks
Is
anyway.
that the... I don't remember.
He's the handhold
Oh, what were
wizard.
you about to say?
Is that the...
He's
like,
the handhold
one
wizard.
That,
Is it the one that what is that supposed to mean? He's a big one? Is that what you're trying to say? You've already seen him with
You
his
know.
robe off?
What color does Gale taste like?
stop.
You said he's the one with the...
He does that one spell. That's a spell.
Oh, a wizard.
Yes.
Yes, the wizard.
You know, a
Gale?
wizard.
That's him, yeah.
I don't like that name.
Huh?
I don't like that name.
She just wants his body. Doesn't need
You
to
don't
know
like
his
him
name.
anymore because of his name?
Yeah.
Dang.
Thank you.
You're shallow. What if my
Nah,
name would
dude,
have been
she's
Gale?
right.
You wouldn't have got with me? You'd have been like, oh no, never mind. But you
I
didn't know
can
my
see
name
that.
when you first approached.
Yeah.
So if they would have been, hello, my name is Gale, you'd have been like,
Laugh.
never mind.
Laugh.
Dang. Sorry
about
for seeing my
that.
chat named Gale. I'm sorry. She has a
Guys,
problem.
okay,
She didn't
I
like
just
that guy
realized
in
something, dude.
Breaking Bad
I
named Gale
realized
either.
why she originally liked him, dude. It just came to me.
Okay, why?
Just think about it, dude. The first time you see him, his hand is coming through a hole. Probably chicks see that and they're like, "Oh hell yeah!"
Oh hell no!
It's coming out of it though, like it's being
I know,
birthed.
dude.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
thank
but
you.
on the other side, it's going in, though. You know.
A little
What's
too
more? What's
much.
more messed up? Seeing that hand and being like, oh yeah, or seeing that hand and being like, I'm chopping it off.
I know.
Dude, that's what Dave did
I
immediately.
know. I know. I did
Nathan
it too.
did too.
I did it too. But it's worth mentioning that I specifically was doing a Dark Urge playthrough.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Listen, I murdered thousands of children, but it was a Dark Urge playthrough, so it was okay. All right.
and I still, I want to make it clear, I did not kill that hamster. That was Witcher, and he put that in my bag.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
He put that in my bag.
You didn't kill that bard and
I did
hide
not
the
kill
body
Boo.
either. You didn't sleep with any demons. You didn't.
You guys set me up with the demon. I did not know. I was completely unaware.
Yeah, don't we all know that Nathan is pure as a driven snow? Come on.
I'm a demon. You guys, my favorite thing to do in Throne Liberty now is go to these areas that nobody ever goes to.
Dude, I'm shocked how dead the world is now. There was people everywhere.
Dude,
Witcher definitely tried to kill us
even
though
a
by
warning comes
blowing
up.
up.
It's like there's nobody around here.
50
You should
barrels
go
of
back to
wine.
another area.
WoW housing sounds like microtransaction nightmare. So
Yeah.
here's, you know what? You're right. You're 100% right. But I want to also say, World of Warcraft does something really smart with their monetization. Have you guys noticed that when they release like not all the time, but a lot of the times they release like a mount and it's too expensive, but like 50% of it goes to charity. So you can't, you're like, oh, I don't know how that makes me feel now. Like they're helping people, but also it's overpriced.
probably a fake
And they're
charity.
still getting the amount of money that it should be
they probably
charged.
own the charity.
Yeah, it's a fake charity, I bet.
No, they're good charities. It's like ones
Somebody at
everybody knows.
Blizzard probably is like the CEO of the charity and makes like $500,000
Some
a
of
year
those charities
working
are
at the
such
charity.
bullcrap. They'll
Yeah.
like take 10% of what's given to them and donate it, and the rest they keep.
All of them are because, there's a
Yeah.
cost to running it, so.
And the CEOs of it always take way too much.
Yeah.
Daybreak does the same thing with those charities.
Dave,
Where
It's a
like
smart move.
Yeah.
And you know what?
EverQuest.
Like, it'll be a $10 mount, okay? Like, that would be a fair price for it. They'll charge $20, but 50% goes to charity.
I mean, it's just like the grocery stores when you're buying like Doritos and they're like, would you like to donate your change to the starving children?
I know,
somewhere?"
dude. That
Well,
gets me
what's
every
new?
time, dude. You can't, how are you going to say no to that?
Dude, I do it.
I say no every time.
Dude, I say no,
I say
like
no.
so
I always be
cold-hearted.
like, look, I'm
I'm
trying
like-
to feed myself right now.
Yeah. Do you know how pissed I am to pay $8 for this bag of Doritos and now I have to donate, and now I paid $9 for this
Dude,
bag
you
of
know
Doritos?
what I actually really tell them? I'd be like, listen, when I was a kid, my mom taught me, you better finish all your food because children in China are starving.
So I eat
and
all
so
of it.
that taught me that I should eat all the food for myself so they can't have any.
Yes, I'm right there with you. Same lesson.
I remember being a little kid and I actually felt...
Why don't we share it with them?
I remember thinking when my parents would say something like that, but if I don't eat it, it will end up in the trash, and a homeless man might get it. Doesn't that make more sense? I remember thinking that.
but they were probably
It's
like,
just,
yeah,
it's just
but
messed
fuck the
up. but
homeless.
I was a kid. What can I say?
But also hilarious. Ooh, look, I won. I won the game, guys. I won Throne Liberty. I found beachfront property.
Oh, sweet. We
You
got
guys should come down here where I'm at. It's awesome.
Steve. Would you consider giving Monsters and Memories a try on the test date on November 30th?
Would I consider it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll consider anything.
Okay. Consider it.
I'll consider doing anything, guys.
You should consider it.
Is it free?
Yeah, it's
Do I have
free.
to buy it?
No, it's free.
Yeah, I'll do it.
November 30th. I'll send you the
November
links to
30th.
sign up.
Let me
All you got to
see,
do is make an account.
Let me look
That's
at the calendar and make sure that that's something even that... Okay, I wanted to ask you a question
Yeah.
while I've got you on the line here. Let me pull up a calendar real quick. Just want to make sure that we're all on the same page here. So next week is Thanksgiving, right?
Yes.
On Thursday.
Yes.
So we're still good to do Cringe Pony on the 30th, is that right?
no,
We're
it's
doing
that. No, it's in a few days.
Oh, we're doing it on the 23rd.
Yeah, because we didn't want it to be too close. Unless you guys want to reschedule, I'm down.
Is it let me ask you this. Is this one mostly going to be revolving around the election?
So I'm doing less skits than normal, but there's still...
'Cause I haven't done any skit material yet.
Yeah, the skits are... A lot of them are ones that I made, but it was Halloween edition. It would have felt weird to put them in. So there's still going to be 7 skits and then 3 bonus. But normally there's been like 12 skits. because I figured we'd be talking a lot more and doing polls and stuff like that. And I've got some questions lined up for you guys. So I wanted to leave a little room for the debate, the final, lead up to the because people are going to be voting the whole show, but they can change their vote. You know what I'm saying?
Do you got any parts for me I need to record?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay.
But they're easy, quick ones. You know what I mean?
I just wanted to make sure, dude, because I'll feel sad if I wasn't in no skits.
Yeah, there are a few. If you guys would, Damelos, I think is still here. If you guys want to do it on the 30th, I'm down because
I can do either.
It will just make Cringe Pony better because I have a little bit more time.
Hey, speaking of
I have Thanksgiving
trivialized
plans, but they'll be over on the 30th. I could definitely do the 30th.
Damelos, are you down for moving to the 30th? If you're there.
Hey, I'm going to summon all you guys to trivialized world boss. What's going on right now? The portals are open. Incoming summon.
You have to let me know what Daimler says.
And some Alex
I
came.
can do either, but
Alex came and commented that World of Warcraft is going mobile, but I couldn't find anything about that.
I'm gonna go Portal 2, right here.
It's full.
I think you can go in anyway.
You can still go in. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Anyway. Watch out, dude. This
Which
is the part
boss?
where the taint happens.
Oh no.
Oh, is this Tevenant or whatever his face is?
What was that RPG? It was kind of like an open world RPG, and the whole story was based around the taint.
Yeah, what was that?
What was that? It was kind of like a B movie one.
Was it Two Worlds?
It was Two Worlds. It was. Yes.
Yeah.
Was it Two Worlds 2?
No, maybe it was one of them.
Dude,
I don't remember which one.
Dude, I don't even know. I think I bought Two Worlds 2, and I don't even know.
I did too.
I don't even know because it had like a weird third-party website you had to get it through. I probably don't have that anymore.
I beat the first one. I don't remember if I beat the second one. It was just so hilarious. I played that as a comedy game. Is there anybody in chat playing Dragon Quest 3? Anybody? Any of us?
Is it out?
Yeah, it's out.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Oh, hey, boss is up.
Oh, I can't even see the boss.
I've been playing Ease 10, and oh my god, dude, that one it's great.
Dude, I can't even see the boss.
Ease 10 is good.
Is it?
Yeah,
oh, there
it's
he is.
One of the best ones I've played in a while. Holy crap, dude, I can't even...
I forgot how to play the game, I'll be honest.
Dude, I can't even... I'm having so much lag, I can't even move.
Woo.
Dude, this is ridiculous, dude. I can't do anything. Maybe if I stand farther back.
Oh my gosh, the lag is real.
Oh no, dude, it's great. How's anybody even fighting this thing?
Nobody knows what's happening.
Oh
Gillo's down, Gillo's down.
Look at
Backing
those
up.
healing portals, a little healing circle.
Dude, Inez is in Stoneguard Castle still.
She died. She's coming back.
No, I told you guys I was AFK, but
Oh, you're AFK.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh crap.
Good
guys.
luck avoiding those AoEs at this lag.
Dude, I don't even know what is happening.
Just running out when my health is low. That's my
Wait.
strat.
Is Two Worlds the game where the speedrun literally has a bunch of villagers kill them the first time you see the main boss and it finishes the game?
I didn't know about it, but probably.
I think that is it, yeah.
They're just always like the taint is coming.
You should boot up a speed. You should watch that video. It's hilarious. They beat the game by just having the townspeople get pissed off at them.
And now I'm dead.
I like Two Worlds, even though it could have been better. I like the developers.
Who did develop that game?
It was the same people that did that other. Oh gosh, they're remaking it. What's it called? Starts with a D.
Oh my god.
There was 3 of them, I think. It was probably their most famous game. I can't think of. They're remaking it.
Did they also make like Risen?
Risen, I think, was their game as
was
well.
it them, those same guys?
Gosh, what's the name of the one game? Somebody in chat, you know what I'm talking about, right? It starts with a D, I'm pretty sure. It was a really good game. Like in the 90s. There's 3 of them. It was like on par with like Ultima. Not Ultima Online, but Ultima, the single player.
Dude, they beat the game before I even got back in.
Did you still get credit?
The boss. Yeah, I think I did.
Good luck, guys.
I don't know.
Like, look how cool these environments and stuff are. You know? This game looks good.
This one?
Yeah, this game looks good. Like those little
Yeah, it looks good.
Skeletors back there.
But I am definitely over some of those things. I haven't even played it since the last
I'm right
time I
there
played
with
it
you.
with you guys.
I got the fishing rod. Hooray!
Oh, congrats.
I learned the other
I
day.
can't wait to not use it.
Gothic! That's the game I'm thinking of. Thank you, Grander.
Oh, Gothic. Yeah,
Gothic,
they
yeah,
are doing a
yeah.
remake of that.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know where I got D from. It was Gothic. Yeah. Gothic was just good fun. It was, for the time, it was kind of janky, but at that time we were used to that. You know what I'm saying? We put up with a lot of jank back then.
Yeah, we did. We didn't even care how much.
Yeah, we didn't even think about it. We're like, of course it's
You
jank.
remember when we would get frame rate issues and slowdown on the Nintendo, the regular
Yeah,
Nintendo?
dude.
I just felt like that was a part of
It was
gaming.
just a
I didn't
part
even
of it.
think about it as a...
I actually
how
thought
it
it was cool because it meant that it was pushing the Nintendo to its
And
limit.
it was like doing the game in slow motion.
Yeah, it kind of helped if you got good enough with the Nintendo that when it would do that, it would actually kind of help you.
Yeah, dude, because it would give you like the Matrix powers. Basically.
Yeah, it'd be like the Matrix. Yeah.
Well, what's funny was that back in the day when a game sucked ass, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm not good at this game right now. I might get good at it at a later date." How our tastes have changed.
Yeah, it's so true. I remember there's hardly been as big of a disappointment in gaming as much as when I was a kid and I wanted that fancy controller. Why did I want that fancy, expensive controller? Because it had a button on it that said slow-mo. And I was like, no freaking way. I need that. So I did all kinds of chores and mowed some lawns and cleaned my grandpa's car and all kinds of stuff to get some money so I could afford to buy this slow-mo controller. And I was so pissed when I got home, and all it did was press the start button a lot of times. That was the
Yeah,
slow-mo.
dude.
Oh man.
It did.
Pause,
Some
pause,
games
pause,
where
pause,
pushing
pause.
the
Yeah,
button and
yeah.
just pause it.
What?
It was even dumber.
Yeah,
You know,
dude.
some games would bring up a menu. and
It would bring up a menu, and it would, like, ruin the whole experience. Like, it would just be like this flashing blue every millisecond and make you go into seizures.
I remember one of my friends got a I can't remember which console it was, but he got a controller that had like a turbo button on it.
Yeah.
And basically you just held the button down and it would push the button super fast. And like every one of our friends was like, nope, you can't play on mine. You can't come to my house. Like nobody's gonna play with you.
Yeah, because it was like cheating.
Dude, it was so
Force.
broken.
I
It
remember
was
that
so
game.
broken.
Also, another big letdown for me, when I wasn't really a kid anymore, but I was still pretty young, was Fable, dude. Remember all those promises?
They lied as
They
well.
lied so bad. I still thought Fable was good. But-
sweet little lies.
They could have just told
The
the
stuff they
truth,
said-
and we would have been
yeah, I know,
excited.
dude.
You know, the game
The
was
stuff
cool
they
enough.
claimed you were going to be able to do in that game was not what the game was.
Never,
at all.
and they knew that. It's not like, oh, we tried to do that. Like that when he was saying that, he already knew they could not do it.
I remember one of the lies.
The tree one.
One of them was that you started out as a little kid and you would actually grow
Yeah.
all the way up, but
Yeah.
it was just like a cutscene happened, and then you were an adult.
Yep, it was
Yeah,
kid.
you go from
adult.
being a little kid to an adult. Yeah.
The kid
made
was
it out like
basically
your
the
character
tutorial.
Was actually gonna grow.
But there's a bunch of companies that did that. I mean, No Man's Sky did that. Like they
Yeah, but
they
that was
knowingly
after
knew
we
like
got
No Man's
used to
Sky
it.
was bad too.
We
Yeah.
were used
Yeah.
to the
To be
lies
fair,
by then.
No Man's Sky like they've redeemed themselves.
Yeah.
And also they had a lot of pressure from Sony. And
They
it's kinda
have,
like
but
one of
still,
those-
the point was they knew that they weren't going to have multiplayer in where you could find each other in the world.
But they
and see
pretended
each other
like you
and
could.
interact. They just straight up lied about it. Like they knew a bunch of these things weren't going to be in the game initially at launch. Like, and that's it. If you know they're not going to be there, you can say, "Hey, we have that planned for future content or something." But saying, "Hey, this is our game. This is how it's going to be." That's what they did. They weren't like, "We're working on this. We're going to see if it works." They were like, "No, this is the game. The game is everybody will be able to see each other." And
the best part of
I
that,
bought the game at launch.
the best part of that lie was how they told the lie. How they were like, "Oh, but you'll never see anybody. The universe is too big, guys. You're not gonna see nobody."
They did try to say that at first. You're
That's
right.
hilarious. Like,
it
just
literally
imagine
took, like,
being that guy.
A day for people to get to the same location and be like,
Yeah.
I don't see my
It
friend
was the
here."
first day. It was the first day. Two guys figured it out and released it to the internet, and the internet exploded about, like, it was the most unbelievable. Like, imagine being the guy telling that lie. Like, sweat rolling down to the side of your face. Like, oh, yeah, sure, it's gonna be the game, yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Oh my gosh, unbelievable that even really happened.
And I do give it to them. Like, they have come back and done great things with that game, but it's still, like...
They still lied.
If they launch another game, are we going to believe
They
this
are.
that they say?
Light no fire.
No, I know they are. Like, and I hope they've learned a lot. But
Dude, I
I
hope
mean,
that
I'm
game
not going to
actually is
believe
really
their
awesome
launch
though, because
stuff.
It looks good. It looks cool.
I hope so too. But I'm going to wait until after launch. I'm not
Oh, yeah.
pre-ordering
I'm
it
gonna
like I
wait
did
and
No
hit
Man's Sky.
I'm
Yeah.
not buying it at launch.
What if they bait us again and it's trash, but they fix it over the course of
And
5
it's
years?
just a hummingbird riding simulator,
You can't even actually do anything else.
but ride a hummingbird.
And it's not multiplayer at all.
Dude, I just can't wait to play a game where you can eat and harvest a hummingbird.
Oh, maybe in that game.
That would be awesome. I would be on the... Dude, parakeet farmer simulator. That's what I want. Heat farm simulator.
Did anybody else test out Monster Hunter Wilds? Grandor Reapers, and the PC performance was horrendous.
I bet
have
the
not.
PS5 version was awesome.
Did you try it?
No, but I want to get it when it comes out.
Yeah, me too.
I bet it
I
ran
played a
pretty
little
good on
bit of
PS5.
I played a little bit of Monster Hunter Worlds, and that's still a solid game after all these years. And I think they did a couple updates even long after.
I was thinking about re-downloading that to try to get into the spirit because
Dude, if you want, I'll play it with you. I have it.
Okay, let's do it. What do you have it on
okay,
now?
let's do it.
I have it on PS5 or PS4, I guess.
Is it
Isn't it cross-platform?
I
It might
think
be
it is.
cross-platform.
I think it is.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, I'm down for trying
I
because
also have it.
I've never gotten into a Monster Hunter game. I want to, but
Yeah, me too.
I never
Me
played
too.
with friends either. Always
That's
just,
what I think. That's the secret, dude.
I think
you
it's the
we gotta
secret.
play together.
yeah. But I have
only
grouped
downside
up
is
with
that-
randoms, but it's not the same.
The only downside is that both Worlds and Wilds in the future, the hunts are going to be up to 4 players maximum.
I know, because we were going to do it for this Wednesday night show was the plan, because we read that it was 16 people, but I think it meant something different, not in an actual party. Or 8 people, I forgot what we saw, but we thought...
Yeah,
we
I
were
think
gonna
you can have 16 people on your screen total,
Right.
but only 4 of them will be in your party.
Right.
well,
too
how
bad.
you have like a lobby, right? Like
Yeah.
the chilling, like where you eat and look at your
Town.
gear and shit.
Yeah.
Town shit. I think that can go up to 100 players.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
But only 4 people can go on the hunt.
And there's 5 of us, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody's gonna have to get fired.
I think we just probably play something else, to be honest.
Take
Yeah,
a
that's
vote
what we'll
this
have to do,
this
yeah.
Saturday on Cringe Punk.
I'll say this.
Who is being kicked for Wild?
I'm going to say this. If we are sick of Pantheon by freaking February, there's a major fucking problem. That's what I'm going to say. There's a major
yeah,
problem if
major.
we're sick of Pantheon already by February, which is when Monster Hunters comes out.
What if it turns out that I'm the problem, though?
That you don't like it, but we all do?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to say this about Pantheon. There's going to be things you don't like because the game ain't done, right? You're going to be like, oh man, I wish this and that, okay? But almost all of those things are coming to the game, right? So you'll be like, I can't wait. It changes the way you think about it because you'll be like, I can't wait for this and that. Overall, though, I played a lot of MMOs with Steve, or else I wouldn't be saying what I'm about to say. Steve's gonna love Pantheon. He's gonna have issues with certain things, you know, that aren't in the game yet, etc. Anybody that plays an MMO is gonna get aggravated at some aspect of it, even when Pantheon's released, right?
Sure.
But overall, you're gonna freaking love it because it's just good. It's just the classic good
I
stuff.
just can't wait to have more than one
Yeah.
place.
I was gonna say the same thing. I think pretty much everybody's gonna have problems with it, whether it's how stuff is gonna work, like whether people want maps or they want
Sure.
no death penalty or no de-leveling or whatever it is they have issues with. The thing I'll say is I think most people are gonna have fun. I think most people, if they find a good group of people to play with, like you're gonna be able to go in and have fun in the game.
Agreed.
And
Wait a
kind
minute,
of to
guys.
like
I know what we can do until Pantheon comes out.
What?
what?
We can get together and have the Goof Troop viewing parties.
And just watch that movie over and over until then.
No. While we
Yeah.
watch Goof Troop, we play Goof Troop.
Oh, is there a game?
The Super
version?
Nintendo one?
Oh
for
hell
Super
yeah!
Nintendo.
man.
Yeah.
go.
There we go. That's what we'll do.
Are we
That's
going to
what
be
we're gonna
like
do.
Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Witcher's
Yeah.
buying
Yeah.
Pantheon tonight. Nice. Yeah. Wait, hang on a second, Witcher. Does the $50 pledge come with the buddy code? I'm not 100%.
Yeah, they come
it
with
does.
buddy
Okay.
codes now.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Then that's really smart. If you know there's 2 people in your family going to play, get the $50 package because that's $25 a pop for each of you.
I already
That's a
got the
good deal.
code, guys.
Yes, Steve's got
I'm
his.
saving my code for my kiddo, I think.
Steve's ready to go, bro.
I got the code in my ham.
And I think I actually came onto the show tonight ready
disgusting,
to
dude.
pitch. No. Okay, let me reword that. I entered this stream today with you fine people. And with the intention of talking everybody here into start playing Pantheon starting on Wednesday, even though the servers get wiped. However, I've changed my mind through the course of our conversation. I think it really would be best if we just don't play, give it a couple of weeks, and Steve especially, who hasn't played it at all, and go in fresh on early access. Because we'll be coming in on Wednesday, which means the game launched into early access on Friday. So by the time we stream together, all the little silly stuff that's probably going to happen on Friday and maybe even into Saturday will be gone, right? I think it's going to be a mess. My personal opinion, hope I'm wrong, but I think Friday and some of Saturday is going to be an absolute disaster.
I agree. You're absolutely right.
It's just...
I mean, pretty much every MMO has that problem. Like,
Right. I mean, look what
server
happened to EverQuest
infrastructure and
25 years ago.
queues and yeah.
Oh god.
But we'll see. We'll see. You know, maybe they sound like they are kind of prepared for it. You know, that's the vibe they're, Joppa tries to give off, and we'll see. We'll see. He says they can spin up servers on demand, and we'll see how that all goes.
Raw Vaughn says, I'm a bit behind, but after every static Pantheon stream, I feel less enthusiastic about Pantheon. Also now when you guys talk about Java. Well, that's not good. Of course, everybody's going to take away their own thing from it. Obviously...
when he says static, what does he mean?
Like static group
live? Because
I don't think he
we're
means...
pretty critical.
Yeah, I don't think he means them. I don't think he meant static
my
group
gosh.
live. I think
I got
maybe
a
he
problem,
did.
you guys.
I thought he meant just a static group
I
playing
mean, we
Pantheon.
are pretty harsh, and we
It's 'cause they love it.
it's hard because when we've been following it as long as we are, we have way more concerns. There's a ton of great stuff
weird.
about the game. I'll say it over and over. The game's just fun, but it doesn't stop me from having a ton of concerns about EA and the future.
That's
And
healthy, I think.
It's
Going
a lot
ahead and
easier to
redeeming
talk
my
about
Pantheon
those
code
than it
right
is
now, guys.
sit there and just praise the same old stuff over and over again.
Steve's
No!
entering his code now. What?
It won't. It didn't take the code.
What did it say?
It said the code has already been used.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
You're joking.
I'm not kidding.
Winter stole it from you.
I'll contact VR then because it has not been used. I opened up the email today.
It says the code is invalid or has already been redeemed. Maybe you can't do it yet.
No, you're supposed to be able to do it.
Yeah, it says it's invalid or already been redeemed.
Okay, I'll contact somebody at VR and see if I can get that fixed.
Well,
'cause
hold
it's
on.
not
Let
been
me
used.
try one thing. Maybe it doesn't want me to put the dashes in there.
Oh yeah, don't put the dashes.
Let me try it with no dashes. And when I say I'm talking about, I'm not even going to put Mrs. Dash
Okay,
seasoning in it.
I like that. That's some pretty good seasoning, to be honest.
This time it said no promotion available. Let me try it one more time, but this time with the time
feeling.
typed in at the end.
Do it with a little bit of more hope in your soul.
That's right.
Nope.
So
I tried every possible way, none of it worked.
What's the error? Will you take a snapshot of it and send it and Discord it to me?
Hold on, this is actually gonna be hard because it like shows you for like a second. That's like returning to the main screen.
Oh, okay. Well then, never
Hold
mind.
on. Let me see if
no
I
problem
can.
then.
Let me get the snipster, the California snipster.
So Ravam was talking about Static Group Live. I thought he just meant static.
He just said the static
Oh, man.
Pantheon streams.
hold on.
That doesn't really clarify.
Well,
If
I
you-
think he means Static Group.
Are you
Live.
talking about
I mean,
Static Group Live? Or you just mean static
What
groups?
other stream?
I
is
played some
heading-
statics a couple of times. I don't know if that's what he's referring to. I need a new
Well,
EverQuest
imagine if
1.99.
I'm like, hey, I'm talking about the parrot.
It's not gonna work.
And you're like, what do you mean the
Yeah, he
parrot? I mean
definitely
the
meant you
parrot,
guys.
obviously. Oh, he did mean Static Group Live. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right, let me try it one more time.
To be fair, we're really critical. We love the game. We're still playing it, but obviously, you know, we see flaws. We're gonna say what the flaws are. I mean, it is what it is.
And I just gotta say, I'm gonna get a little salty real quick. I'm gonna get a little salty.
I like salt.
I'm gonna get real salty. I think it's a little bit BS. Okay. Before I say this, I want to preface it by saying that I love the Visionary Realms team. I consider most of their development team actual friends of mine, as I've gotten to know them over the years. However, I'm a little still pissed that Drac, for example, didn't get invited to that little play with the developers thing they did about a month and a half, 2 months ago. Was that just because he's a little bit critical of a game that he loves and he streams it every freaking week and overall very positive and hopeful for the game and they didn't invite him? That's BS, bro. That's BS. He should have been invited.
What happened?
They had like a little streamer where they invited some streamers to come play and with the developers and
It was like Redbeard Flynn and Low
It was a huge slap in the face.
no, and I'm not. By the way, I'm not talking bad about the people that did get invited. I'm happy for them. That's awesome. Redbeard Flynn, he makes perfect sense to invite. And some of the others, all of them, it makes sense. But Drac, bro, it's been around forever. He's been talking about Pantheon, making videos, freaking everything for years.
I'll be honest, I only watched the stream for about 5 minutes because I don't like who they chose. I found
Okay.
it boring. I'm gonna be honest.
Unrelated, but I sent
So-
you that screenshot real quick.
So, I thought you
Then
said
you
you got
guys
it to
can
go. You meant you got the screenshot.
No, I got the screenshot. Yeah, that's
All
all I
right.
got. I did not get the code to work, unfortunately.
I'll see. I'll get that submitted. We'll get it fixed. We got time at least. I'm glad we tried early.
Oh, you're fine, Ravon. It's just that you just said static. We didn't know if you were talking about static groups in general.
Yeah.
It also could be
read it.
that the
voice
website
just don't
maybe
know.
messed up because when I tried to create my account, right, when I first created it, it was like, you must agree to the terms and conditions, and I did, right? And so I was like, okay, so I'll try it again. I tried it again. It just kept doing that over and over, but it turned out that it actually did work the first time, even though it
Do you
pretended
think
like
it
didn't.
took the code maybe, and then it?
Well, let's see. How could I figure that out?
So here's how we'll figure it out. Also, just so that because they might start asking questions, send me your, whatever the account name that you made too, because they may ask. You know what I'm saying?
Will it show up under my game accounts, or is it going to show Pantheon there no matter what?
I don't understand what you mean.
So, like, in my main account for Visionary Realms, it's like manage accounts, and then it says down below that, after it has my actual information, is game accounts, and it says Pantheon because of the default.
Click on. Oh, you got it then. It worked.
Okay, it just said that it did.
Yeah, if it says you got pre-alpha, then it worked, because it would not say you have pre-alpha otherwise.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, it's confusing, dude.
It is confusing.
So,
Yeah,
when you
there's two
first go into
accounts.
it, it's like, click here to redeem a code,
is.
so I thought that's what it meant. But you actually have to click on create an account for Pantheon, then it wants a key.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're making a
I-
master account first, yeah. Is that what you mean?
It's a bit wonky. I think I had a similar issue, and they were
Yeah,
like,
it
follow
tricks
the
you at that
exact
part,
instructions
like,
of the
redeem this
email, and I was like, what do you mean? And
But it's
that
talking
was
about
it.
like codes for like, I don't know if in the future if they're like, here's a code for a armor skin or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Now,
That kind of
it's
code,
not
I
as
guess.
confusing as, say, trying to
me see if I can get it to
make
work
a
now.
new account and play Final Fantasy 11. It's not that confusing, but it
No,
needs
the
work.
only reason it's confusing is because I have a code to use, and immediately the first thing you see, it's like redeem a code. So you think that that's where you put the code. That's the only reason it's confusing.
I see.
But that's not where you put the code. That's where you put like a redemption code, like a normal in-game redeem code. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not asking you for the code. It's confusing.
different
But then when
code.
you actually click on to create a Pantheon account, then
Then it asks.
it's obvious that that's where you're supposed to put the code because it's like Pantheon license key.
So you did put it in there and it worked?
Well, I'm doing it right now, so
Okay.
we're finding it.
I do have to say, their website should be more, streamlined
Yeah,
for sure. I think I had the same issue with
It's
it.
always been
Oh
rough,
my
too.
god. Okay,
yeah,
this is dumb.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's like you have to make 2 accounts.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
always
this
been
part is
confusing.
a little confusing for anybody who has to go through this. When you're making your Pantheon account, there's a part where it says that you have to read and do the terms and conditions, right?
Right?
But you actually have to click a link that takes you out of it, that brings you to the terms and conditions.
Right.
On a separate page. And then you have to initial it on that page and hit submit, and then you can hit create the account.
Back on the original
But
page
then it
before.
still didn't work. The
But it-
username may only contain letters, numbers, and underscores. It was like that. What the? Okay, let me try again.
Jack and
Great,
Damelos
you can
should
do
both
it.
be
I
on.
believe
I
in
pay
you.
money to watch that when the game breaks.
Well, it was also kind of shitty because Drac and the rest of the After crew, we've been doing a 5
Okay, do I have
summoner
to read the terms
stream, and then they
conditions
just come in
again?
and be like, "Oh, we're gonna do that, but for necromancers and halberds."
Yes.
It just
Yeah.
kind of felt like.
Yes,
you
you
know.
have to do it again. All right, let's try it one more time.
Not saying that's a unique idea.
Oh, now what's
but-
the problem? The email submitted may not match where the key was. Oh, what? It won't let me do it because the key you sent me wasn't sent to my email address.
Well, obviously.
No, I think you have to enter Nathan's email.
Yeah, you have to put my email.
register the key.
Yeah. It wants to
you
know
have enter
mine.
The person.
But
Yeah,
it
it
doesn't
wants to
ask
know
for
Nathan.
that.
Yeah, but in the instructions it says to make sure you put in my email. That's why I sent it to you just in case, because I'm pretty sure you knew my
Oh
email.
my
but
gosh. Okay, let me try it again.
yeah.
Which is why
Wait, what's
it's
your
like.
email again? Did you send it to me?
Yeah, I sent it in the instructions.
Oh, okay.
It's-
I see it now.
I mean, it's not like it's a big secret. It's
No,
the
it's
Nathan
obvious.
Napalm
Yeah.
at Gmail.
All right, let me try that now. Every time you
Whoa.
mess up,
The
guys, you
real
have to
Nathan
agree to the terms
Napalm
and conditions all over again.
/oathbreaker @hotmail.com.
Oathbreaker.
No, he's at coldmail.com.
Dude, me and my wife got in a little tussle about that too. She wanted to do something that was like, I accidentally started the dialogue. I'm trying to get her to do all the dialogue, but sometimes you just are running and you accidentally
Yeah,
trigger it.
sometimes you get too close. Yeah.
Yeah, so that happened, and it was an option that is tempting. It was tempting to do the evil thing, right? But
Okay, I got it,
She
guys.
wanted me to do it. I was like, no, I'll break my oath if I do that. And she was like, just do it. That's what I want to do. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, but that's not what we're doing because
You
I'm
were
not
a
breaking my
wizard.
oath. I'm not doing it.
All right,
No,
guys,
I
did
went
it.
paladin,
I
of
have
course.
it. I got it done.
Congrats.
I'm going
Okay.
ahead and downloading the patcher just for old time's sake. I don't know what the old times are I'm talking about, but
Oathbreaker. Dude, remember that time I
think
became an
that's-
oathbreaker for killing a goblin? Come
Yeah.
on. That's
Yeah.
not right. That's not right. It's a goblin. He just murdered that whole little town. Joaquin's Rest. They murdered everybody in there, and just because I go and kill one of the murderers, I'm an oathbreaker? That's BS.
Joaquin's Phoenix?
I think that's another reason VR has gone with Steam. We've talked about it before, but I think their ability to handle authorizing people's accounts
Yes.
and how their website is and all that stuff is just
Payments.
way easier to have Steam do all
And
that
maybe
stuff for 'em.
that little thing that just happened here with Embers Drift. What was the name of that company again?
Digital River.
Digital Rivers. Maybe that also made them freak them out a little bit. That something like that could happen to them too.
That freaks me out. Dude.
I did see though that for people like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why it bothers people. I know that it does, but I don't understand people that like. So you paid for the game now, like what Witcher's doing, right?
Oh,
so that means you don't have Pantheon on Steam. You have to get Pantheon in their launcher from their official website. And some people that pisses them off, like they want it on Steam only. I don't get that. I don't get it.
I mean, it doesn't piss me off, but I would definitely add it on my Steam. Like,
yeah, but you can do that, right? You can just tell Steam to add games.
They have to give you the keys. They have to. Well, that's what I mean. Is I think people want the legit Steam key.
Want the
like
Steam
if they're
key.
releasing the game on Steam, and they can do that. They can tell Steam like, "Hey, we've
Guys, I'll
already
be right
had
back.
this many people who
Okay.
bought the game.
Okay.
We need these many keys." And Steam, I believe, like I've seen other games do this. Steam will just give them keys, and
Yeah.
then they have to pass it out to everybody.
Right. Which is going to be a huge pain, though, because that's kind of a lot of people.
I don't think so. I think they could just email. I think they could literally just say, "Hey, like, here's all of our keys. Send these keys out to this email list of the people who are VIPs, the people who are champs, and the people who are supporters." They already have all.
Yeah, but wouldn't they have to, like, have some kind of program to take those keys and send them to each individual person? Because that would take forever for a human to do that. You know what I mean?
See, I don't know. Like, I think it would be an email thing. I think that, or they could just set up a link and have you request a key. Say, "Hey, log into your Pantheon
That'd be
account,
easier.
go to the website and click this." And I've seen games do that too, and they give you like they go, "Look, you've got 2 weeks or
Right.
a month. By
Right.
this date, go click this link, ask for your Steam key, and after that, you won't be able to get one." Some people just want the Steam achievements. They want to have the Steam people on Steam be able to see when they're playing the game. You can go manually add games like you were saying, but to me, like just having it be a legit part of my Steam library, like I would do it. But then again, like it would have to run smooth. If it's something like EverQuest, where every time I talk about EverQuest, then people are like, "Don't do Steam. Don't do it."
Yeah, dude, I don't like
100%.
buying games on Steam. Steam is annoying to me. Their downloading games
Same.
is slow on Steam, way slower than definitely any situation I've ever had where you download it straight from like a website. Plus, I just don't like the Steam's taking such a huge chunk of the money from the development team, to be honest.
Yeah, see, I have more of a problem with that, or like the recent thing Steam said where like you are basically paying for access, you're not paying for the games. So it's like if Steam goes out of business, those aren't it's not your game library.
Let's
I don't
try
see
to
Steam going out of business, but
let's try to keep the conversation going because Steve left his mic is hot right now, and who knows what they're talking about back there. So let's try to give him some privacy
have
by talking.
sexy time.
yeah,
It's gonna be amazing.
If they start having sexy time, we're gonna go quiet. We're gonna get that on recording.
He's like, "Guys, I swear I was sick." Oh.
Oh,
You'll know it's about to get dirty when he goes, "Hey, you want to see that shrimp? I really like
wow.
shrimp."
Jumbo
Lick that
shrimp.
shrimp. Take that shrimp.
Zukan asked a good question. And Jace, what Zukan's asking, he doesn't mean from the developer's point of view. He means from a consumer point of view. He's saying, what do you think the reason for wanting it on Steam is? Tracking time, having all this stuff in the same place, remote play features. I don't know. I think it's just for. Yeah, so all your games are in one place. I think another thing is it's convenience when you switch. Like if you upgrade your PC to another PC, all you have to do is download Steam. There's all your games. You don't have to go to all these websites and fish all your games back out. You just have your username, password for Steam, and you've got all your games. That's it for me. I don't know. There's probably more. Maybe people are more obsessed with the tracking their time and the trophies or whatever they're called on Steam. I think they're called trophies than I am. I don't know. But I can see the convenience factor of like when I get a new PC, I get Steam and there's my library from Steam. Period.
Yeah, and Steam auto updates if you want it to,
True.
so you can have the patches all automatically done for you.
I can't turn
For
it
me,
off,
like
though.
I'm the opposite. I don't have very many problems at all with Steam as it functions. To me, it functions great. It downloads, fine for me.
Gulo,
My
how
things
often
are
do
like
I
policy
bitch to
wise.
you about
Every
Steam?
single time you have
Every-
to open Steam, she bitches.
Every
Every single
damn
time.
I do. It fucking sucks. It just does. It's slow to load the game.
I feel like
It's
so
slow to
too.
download the game. It's like, holy hell. I'm like, how the hell are you getting on here so fast, Gulo? I'm like, it takes me like half an hour to get this game to load.
I have
it's-
no
I
idea.
don't
I've
know.
used
Feels like
it
a half an
forever
hour.
though, and I think
I don't
that's
know,
another
it's just
thing.
like
Is I think it's brand loyalty. I think people have just
true.
been on when you've been on Steam for decades. It's like I know
I
how
have.
Steam works. I know what to do with it. It works for me. If it didn't work for me, I'm sure I'd have more problems with it. Like Epic Games is cool. They give you free stuff. I've had issues with Epic Games. Every time I try to do something, I'm like, why is this not just working? Why doesn't?
Yeah.
Why am
Yeah.
I having all these?
I do agree with
extra
that.
steps?
I do think Steam is the most quality of the ones. So I'm a bigger
Agreed.
fan of GOG, however people say it. Bigger fan
Oh,
of
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
I think
Galaxy.
I think everybody likes them more just because of their ethical practices on how they treat games, especially old games. But Steam is a more premium feeling product. Does that make sense? It feels more premium.
Yeah, I agree completely. I mean, I think the same thing. I think GOG is a more ethical, moral company. I think the ability to sync all of your libraries so that your Steam library, your Epic library, your Battle.net, all that stuff syncs to GOG, and they give you access to all those games. They go, look, you don't just own these games on those platforms, you own them over here on our platform because we believe in you. That's how games should work. Like, you bought them somewhere, you should own them everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sort of the same way with GOG. Like, it's definitely not what I wouldn't compare it to Epic, but it's just a little bit clunkier than Steam.
I agree.
Like,
yeah.
it's and they've got some great, like, if you want to play some real old school stuff, they got some stuff over there that's great.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
it,
The
and it
best way to
works.
play it.
And often the old games, they try to make them work the best that they
Right.
can for modern systems. It's not like a lot of Steam games where
Steam
they'll just
don't
like,
care.
here it is. All right, figure it out. Fuck
Yeah.
face.
Make
Yeah.
it work yourself.
Yeah, Steam don't give a crap if it works or not.
Yeah.
They don't not care.
But like, as for like Steam and booting up like a third party like website or launcher, that only really pisses me off when it's like, all right, now go download the Ubisoft.
Yeah,
whatever
that's
thing.
what
And it's like,
Zuka's talking about. Yeah, that is annoying. Because they want to promote their own one, and it's getting annoying, you know? Like, even...
And that is annoying. If I synced Pantheon to that and it does that, like if it doesn't auto update Pantheon on Steam, it's going to be kind of pointless to me to add it on.
Yeah.
That's the main reason I personally would want it on Steam, is so that if I leave my PC on all night, it's going to patch automatically, and
That is
I'm
very
not going to have
convenient.
to sit there. If I go there and it's going to open a new launcher and then start downloading, I'm going to be like, this is kind of stupid. I should have just kept using the patcher.
Right. Yeah, because now you got to run another program just to run the program, you know? And there's not any benefits to doing so.
And I mean, in a perfect world, Pantheon would have more money and they would have delayed the EA for like another year or two,
Yeah.
and then later released on Steam as like a second launch, because a lot of demos have done that where they're like, oh hey, we're on Steam now. Like those
Yep.
RuneScape did that. They had a release on Steam. They probably got
Embers of Drift is
decent
about to
amount
do
of,
that.
Yeah, Embers of Drift, although not, they don't really have a choice.
Right,
they're
right,
still
right.
doing it.
They still
Right,
are
sorry
doing it.
about that, guys. I'm back.
You left your mic on, so we tried to talk really loud so your privacy wouldn't
Yeah,
be
we
disturbed.
didn't want people to hear
Right.
what was going on in the
Oh my
background.
god, that's hilarious.
I was totally down for listening to Sexy Fun Time, just saying.
I was slamming skins.
Pork rind.
Oh well, what are you gonna do? You
Here's
can't win 'em all,
here's what
I guess.
annoys me worse than Steam and the stuff where like you have to go to the website. To me, it's even worse. It's even worse when I pay $70 for a new game on a freaking console. And as soon as I boot it up, I have to have an account with Ubisoft or whoever to play the game. Like, I have to. I cannot play the game. And you know how annoying that is to do on a console? Really freaking annoying.
Wait a minute, guys. Did you guys actually hear what we were talking about?
No.
Not really.
No.
Here's what I heard. I heard Steve say, "Oh, I know what the problem is." That's all I heard. But
dude,
if we were quiet, we would have been able to.
It was about how to find that giant fish Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet.
That's amazing. I had heard it.
Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. I was afraid it was something really private. We were trying to talk so that nobody could hear what was going on.
He was like, this part in the game is pissing me off. And I was like, what part is it? And I was trying to remember. And then I was like, oh, I know what it is. Because I don't know if you remember this. Remember you have to find that little white fish thing standing on the edge of the island and talk to it before you can find that last Titan, the fish Titan?
No, I don't remember that.
Well, that is a part in the game. And I just happen to remember it.
I know
Yeah,
the
that's
problem
what we were
is
talking about.
this bra hook needs to be undone.
But what I
Magic
would say
card.
to like an MMO
Magic
dev
card.
specifically is if you feel your community is large enough, don't do Steam or anything like it.
Yeah.
What about a
That's-
large Marge?
That's the number
It's
one
a
reason
backup.
they're going for, you know, these kind of things is you need those extra people.
Yeah.
You want that Steam audience to see your game and maybe give it a try.
Yeah.
If
This
you
seems too
feel like
perverted
your
to me.
community is enough currently, like we were saying, if you think 6 months, a year down the road, you want an influx of players and your game's in a good place, add it on Steam if you want to do that. But if you think your game is currently in a good place and has a good sustainable amount of people interested in it, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Save
it.
it.
Just do your own
Save it.
stuff.
I'd say save it for that moment when you need another bump in players, and then release it on Steam. It's like I'm telling you, it's a little handy tool in your tool belt. You know,
It's a little cheat code.
like
That's a cheat right there.
that's what Monsters and Memory should do. They should not release on Steam, and then come a day they're like, you know what, we really could use a little bump in player base, then start doing Steam. It's smart. That's what I really wanted Pantheon to do, because it's just smart.
They should have did Rise of the Baldwins straight off the bat. Everyone would have played it then.
Now, I don't know though, Steve. I know that they have different faces, but they are super similar.
The Baldwins?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, like, there's so many of them.
Okay. All right. So watering it down with mass quantity.
Like think
It's
of
not
it
a-
like this.
it's not a
If you just
high quality
If you're
amount
just
of
looking at
Baldwin
like two
faces.
Baldwins, they
Sure.
kind of look the same.
They do.
But if you take all Baldwins and line them up, the one at the far left looks kind of a lot different from the one at the far right.
All right, Steve. Which Baldwin corresponds to what element of magic?
Oh, that's a good
Oh my
question.
god, I know this.
Here, let me take a look here. Let me pull them up.
He's gonna see them all so he can figure this out.
I'm gonna pull up the Pantheon wiki so I can see.
At this rate, we're gonna have to name all our Wednesday characters after Baldwins.
That would be
We really
hilarious. We make it be
Oh
Rise
my
of
god,
the
are there any
Baldwins.
female Baldwins?
Yeah, there's some females out there, I'm sure.
Oh my god, dude, that would be hilarious.
Is that what our guild is going to be, the Baldwins?
The Rise of the Baldwins.
Rise of the Baldwins. If nobody takes that, we should try to make our guild called that. Why not? It's the EA guild, you know.
Rise
It's gonna
of the
get wiped at
Baldwins.
some point during EA.
All right, so let's see what
Zach.
Baldwins.
We'll call our guild Rise of the Baldwins.
Let's see here. So I think that maybe Alec Baldwin, the fire element, because of that gun.
I switched my nicotine companies, guys. I switched. I don't do Zen anymore.
You did? What are you
No?
doing
What
now?
one?
So, I want to do the new one coming out called Alp pouches, okay? But they're not out yet. They come out in December. So, I'm going to wait for that.
Owl flavored pouches.
Alp, like the Alps, like, you know.
Woohoo, owls.
But, so in the meantime, dude, I couldn't believe that this existed. It was so ridiculous that this exists that I had to buy it. Grizzly. You guys heard of Grizzly? Right?
I've heard of them. They used to make.
They make like dip, but they also make nicotine pouches. And I seen it. I was like, I'm gonna try that one.
Yeah. They're getting in on the market. It has a beautiful bear on the front.
It has a beautiful grizzly bear roaring. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm having some kind of connectivity.
I know
issues,
you like
guys.
blanked out for a second there.
Well, now I can hear you. What the hell? That was weird. For me, it was like your voice was coming in all distorted and.
Oh, maybe it was on my end. Get everybody else
I
here?
don't know.
I feel like it's only me
Everyone
and
else
you
is
here.
gone, dude.
What happened? What happened to everybody else? Did they get
Something
booted?
weird is happening.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I don't hear anything.
I'm here.
Okay.
But every
Oh,
once
we're
in a
just
while, you have
imagining
cut out tonight. for
Me?
Yes.
What about on the stream? Have we cut out on the stream at all? Anybody in chat?
I don't have it up because I don't want to hear myself.
Yeah, that'd
So,
be. And plus, it'd
not
be
sure.
20 seconds ago. You. Which makes it even weirder.
If only we could be playing Rise of the Baldwins right now. I'm gonna see if there's a Baldwin-related game on sale that I can buy.
I think you need to put one on Steam. You need to create.
I'll create one. Some of these games that get made, I don't understand. Like, who's this for? Like, you know that Horizon Zero Dawn game?
Yeah.
They made a whole Lego game based
I
on
know. I seen that.
Like,
Was
well,
like,
who's
what?
buying that? Who's that for?
Yeah. what Lego kids are.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
bizarre.
It doesn't feel like that fits for either crowd, the Lego crowd
I
or
know.
the Horizon.
Or the
crowd.
Horizon people, yeah.
I feel like that
I
was just a
stand, I
cheap.
stand by the first Horizon game. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The
I do too,
second
yeah.
one, I don't know. I'm not interested in playing it for some reason. I
Uh-oh.
heard some things about it too.
That's
that are
kind of how I feel
probably
about the
annoying.
recent Dragon Age. Like, I was talking to Nathan, like, I might wait for it to go on
Dude,
sale.
that's
Now I'm
even
like,
more
I
of an
don't think I'm
extreme
ever going to play
situation, I
that
feel
game.
like, because, dude.
And it's weird because, like, the Steam reviews are pretty good, but everything I hear from people who've actually played it is just like,
Dude, they were
don't do
deleting
it.
bad reviews, though. They were deleting bad
Oh,
reviews.
that's so scummy.
Yeah, look it up,
That's
dude.
So scummy.
Look it up. They were removing bad reviews to force this because it was really bad. Like, it was really bad. So
Were they
they.
really
Steam
doing
is-
Yeah,
that?
look it up.
Steam
Yeah.
is getting threatened right now. Have you
Those
seen all the stuff
cowards.
about Steam getting threatened that it's not a safe place for kids and stuff because
Yeah.
of the hateful communities that are against?
Makes
the-
sense. Makes sense.
Dude, I will say, dude, this Dragon Quest remake looks so sweet, dude.
Yeah, it does. But
Like,
Steve,
it looks really good.
it would be a real shame for you to play that game before the Suikoden
Yeah, I know. I keep forgetting
spiritual
to
successor.
forget it.
The game is so good.
I keep forgetting about it, and then I like see it in my wish list. I'm like, oh crap, that's what I need to play next.
Yeah, it's really
I'm putting
good.
this in my wish list too. Oh, it's already in there. Dude, this looks sweet though. I can't. Wait
It does
to play
look
this.
good. It does look good.
I actually
Uh,
can't wait to play it.
Cyber Nomad, have you played? I know you were excited for the Dragon Quest 3
It
HD
looks
2D remake.
awesome.
I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to. I'll probably start it here in a couple of weeks. I wanna get real deep into this Baldur's Gate 3.
Dude, I know
playthrough
it's
with
gonna
my wife
happen,
first.
dude. I'm gonna be like, all right, this is probably gonna be cool. I'm gonna load it up, and it's gonna be like, bum ba dun 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 dun, and I'm like, oh, I'm pumped now.
Yep.
That music will get me going like a wild grandmother on crack cocaine.
Yeah, I've decided I'm never gonna play the new Dragon Age ever. I'm never gonna play. I don't care if it's for $5. I'm not.
Dude,
playing
I'm gonna
it.
eat a piece of a Mexican pie that just got delivered right in front of my face.
You already beat the remake, or are you talking about the original?
The remake, the one that just came out, he beat it already?
He could have. It came out a few days ago, right? Or was it last week?
Dude, he's been playing it like
been
a
a minute.
grandmother on crack cocaine.
Co played the Velgar. What did he think of it, by the way?
Delicious.
Oh, he had to mute and skip parts because he's a family streamer?
I'm a family streamer now. Okay.
I think
I'm
Co-
Dude, that's
Family
wild
streamer
how many
now.
reviews they changed it from mixed to very positive.
Is that really true? That really
Look it up,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
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 it did.
yeah.
It absolutely happened. There's
Dude,
too much
it's not the
evidence.
first time
I'm
they've
never
done
gonna
it
play
either.
it. I'll never
But yeah,
play it.
they
Dude,
removed
I'm pissed
reviews.
that did you guys see that it showed up as for one of the awards for Game of the Year? Not for Game of the Year, but one of the awards for the show, for Game of the Year. Now, how did it get in there?
What is this?
It does not deserve
It
any.
doesn't make any sense. No.
It should not be in there. We've had too many good games this year. For one thing, Game of the Year, what's everybody want? I'm going to tell you, I'm a little biased, but I really think Game of the Year out of the options that we have, I don't think it's fair for DLC to get it. Elden Ring sweeped it last year, and it deserved it.
Yeah, I don't think the Elden Ring DLC is
That's
a fair
DLC.
thing to add in there versus
Yeah.
full games.
That's
yeah.
how crappy of a year we had in gaming. The DLC.
I haven't even played it, but going with what I've heard from people, and I do plan to play it.
Okay.
I'm mostly leaning towards Black Myth Wukong.
That's a really good
Game of the
game.
Year?
That would not hurt my feelings, but I gotta say, dude, I played Black Myth Wukong. I haven't beat it. It's hard as crap, but I got decently far. Dude, Final Fantasy VII Remake deserves it, bro.
I think it does too. But
It was so good. It was so good.
Awesome.
Like, I loved every moment, except for that stupid part where you have to play as Kate Sith, but it's only like 10 minutes. Besides that one part.
It's so not that bad. I didn't like it either.
It's quick.
So not that bad. I kind of forgot that it
Yeah,
even
it's
happened.
quick, it's over. The only reason I'll never forget it is because I made him walk through, so every stinking day somebody's like, I hate this part! So I relived the misery every day. But it's only like 10 minutes. Rebirth
possible.
was so good. When that comes for people, because I'm not going to tell you to go buy PS5 to play it, okay? I'm not going to. But when it comes to PC, sometime next year, probably around the summertime, get it. It is awesome. It is so good, bro.
I hate to say it, Nathan, and I'm probably showing some bias here.
Okay,
but
okay.
I don't think a console-only game can win Game of the Year.
It
period.
probably won't.
I think
It probably won't.
If a game isn't on PC,
I agree.
it can't.
I agree. And
Like,
I think
agree
it's
with you, it
stupid that they
probably
do that. They
I
need
think
to
that
quit.
totally deserves it though.
It does deserve it. If all was fair in the world. If Square Enix, which I don't blame them for doing, it was a holy crap ton of money. I don't think any of us mortals could have turned it down, okay? But if they would have refused the Sony deal, you also got to understand before I say what I'm about to say, that in Japanese culture, loyalty is a much bigger aspect of business than it is in America. This is Sony's Japanese
It's
company.
attached to their
Square
honor
is
and integrity.
yes,
And yeah,
like
I
them.
get it.
That Square Soft before the Square Enix breaking away from Nintendo was a very big deal, right? Because they had their success on Nintendo platforms. They broke away and went to Sony. It was a big deal. And they've been with Sony ever since. So it's not shocking that they do it, but I just feel like we live in a day and age, and I think Square Enix has learned this, by the way, after Final Fantasy 16 sales, which couldn't have been better only on the PS5 game. It did as good as it possibly could do. I think that might be the last time, hopefully, that they do that. Next time it'll release on PC and Sony. I don't know if it'll ever release on Xbox at the same time, just because, Microsoft, American company, they don't have a very great relationship. But releasing on the PlayStation and PC day one, that just needs to be the way that it is, period.
It should.
Yeah, I agree. Do they have a date when it's coming to PC next year? Or
No,
is
but
it coming to PC next year for sure?
They haven't announced it, but every time the Final Fantasy VII
James
Remake, Final Fantasy 16, it's 1 year
Thank you
later.
for the subscription, my good sir.
So they'll do the same. They followed that cadence with every other game. So next year, 2025, it'll come to PC. Probably around summer, maybe late summer, maybe early fall, but somewhere around that time.
The big question is, will Sonic X Shadow Generations be available?
And the PC release will have better graphics. It'll have additional features, stuff that we had on the console had to pay extra for, stuff like that. So it'll be well worth it. And it's a great game. It was the most special game I played all this year. That felt just like
honestly,
a special.
somebody who's like pretty heavily into gaming, like there were quite a few things on there I haven't even heard of. Like when they got to the indie game stuff, I was like, I don't know any of these indie games, and I'm like, I feel like I give indie games a fair shot, and I was just like, how do I not know any of these?
Yeah, I agree. I thought the
gens.
same thing.
It's because of the
you can
gens,
show them.
guys.
The votes are up on Steam.
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
You could.
I'm gonna look and see because I don't remember all the options.
My
for
pulse
Game of the
is
Year.
on the indie. I will tell you if I know them or not.
Okay, I want to know who they are too. I'm not even playing Throne Liberty.
Okay,
guys.
let me-
in the game.
To be fair,
None of us are playing it. None of us are playing. It's hilarious.
Yeah, we're
I'm
all
like
just
looking through
walking
the
around.
PlayStation Store.
Okay, here's the options, guys. Now, before you laugh at this first option, this really is a good game. Okay, I still think it's sad that it's up for Game of the Year. To be honest, Astrobot. Okay,
It looks
I'm
okay,
aware of
though.
it.
I mean, it's a
kinda
good
lame.
game. Should it be Game of the Year?
No, it's just a Nintendo ripoff, basically.
And this next game I'm going to say, I don't know anything about it. I think it's that weird card game that everybody loved. I think. Balatro? Isn't that card game? I don't even know what that
Magic the Gathering?
is. No. I would know that. I would know about that. Balatro? What is that? I don't know, but it's on here.
So it's basically a roguelike poker. It's
Oh,
hard to describe.
yeah.
It's really fun.
So it is the game, I thought. Yeah. Okay.
Weird.
All right. So
I own
that's...
that. I played it. It's good.
That's an option, and people loved it, so maybe it deserves to be there. Black Myth Wukong, great game. I can
That's
definitely
fair.
see why it would be on there. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, great. Don't feel like a DLC should be Game of the Year, but
Yeah,
I think that should be its own section. I think you
Yeah,
should
it
have
should.
DLC.
yes,
of the
DLC
year.
should be its own thing, and it should definitely win
Agreed.
that. It should 100% win Best DLC
Yeah,
of
it
the year.
should 100%.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that's what I think should win, because it was just the most... you know, when you play a game so good that you want to savor every moment, you know, like your wife comes in like, I made you a sandwich. You're like, shut up! I'm in the middle of a cutscene! You know, it's that good, you know? That's...
I could totally see Gulo doing that too. So yeah, my future. It's
And get
okay.
this, Steve, have you looked at this list yet? Because there's one more left. Metaphor, Refantasio. Totally deserves to be on there. Great.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Dark. Cool
That
story,
game is
dude.
awesome.
Really good. So there you go. That's the option.
Is that on the list?
Yeah, it's on there for Game of the Year.
Dude, I hope that wins then if that's
It
on
won't.
there. I hope it wins.
Wait,
Unfortunately,
is there
it
like
won't.
Is there a list for like specifically indie games or something?
Yes,
that I'm
let's
missing?
see.
Yeah,
Let's
there's
see.
a section for it. Yeah, there's a
'Cause
section.
that's
for
what
indie
I'm
games.
most curious about.
Oh, I want to talk about this before we get to that. Here's another one. Best ongoing game. Okay, so game with, you know, what do they call that service?
Live
service game. Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, again,
That should win.
Fortnite. Here's what I think should win. Helldivers
Fortnite.
2, bro. Helldivers 2 did a damn good job this year. I think that should win. I think it should win. Just didn't Final Fantasy 14 win like every freaking year?
Oh, did they?
I think
That
so.
makes sense.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm just a fan of that.
I mean, the only real bad stuff I've heard about Helldivers was the whole like forcing people to make PlayStation accounts and
Yeah.
region locking people
That I do
because they
not
can't
care.
play.
Wait, what did that? What did that?
Helldivers. They
when
they
first
force you if you buy the game
had
on
to make a
Steam.
Sony
You,
account to play it.
yeah, you have to make a PlayStation account, and if
What?
you play in a region that's not supported by PlayStation, you can't play the game.
Oh, that
So, like,
sucks. I didn't know
think
that.
if you
They
buy it
changed
in
it,
like
though. They
the
changed it.
Philippines or something, you can't play it or something.
Oh, I
But
didn't
I
even know
haven't
that.
stayed
See, I
updated
played
on
it
that.
on PlayStation. So I
They
didn't even
changed
know.
it pretty quick.
Well, that's still
You're gonna have to
crappy,
do that.
but at
That
least they
said,
fixed it.
Helldivers is really fun, but it does have like that limit where you
It's
hit a
shelf
point where
life.
it's just like
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I
it's a
agree.
shelf life, you know, where you
Yeah.
get the
But at
9
first it's
skulls
fun.
or whatever, and then you've done pretty much more or less of the same.
Okay, and then they've got. I'm trying to find the indie one. Oh my gosh!
Attack of the Corn Crunchers.
Every
That
time
looks
I even see that best mobile game is on here, it makes me want to rip
Yeah,
my soul
screw
out.
it. Get out of there.
Yeah, I don't
Doesn't
see
count
anything
as a
about
game,
indies.
dude.
Oh
That
wait,
is
it's
just
not
a
over.
disgrace. That's a
Yeah, it's
disgrace.
It's further down.
That was just embarrassing.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Oh,
What
that's
a
not funny.
crappy year this was for gaming. Because listen to the best multiplayer options: Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, of course. Helldivers 2, of course. Tekken 8, okay, it's a two-player,
I mean,
but okay.
technically,
I
yeah.
guess technically. Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2, okay.
Okay,
Yeah, that was
okay.
fun.
Super Mario Party Jamboree. Come, get out of here. That's the same freaking game that we've been getting with Mario Party since the Nintendo 64. Stop it. Stop it. Best multiplayer game, Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Dude, I hear you on that.
It's like the same game.
Sometimes I meet people who like want to get together and play that game, and I'm like, I don't like y'all no more.
No offense to the Mario Party.
To be fair,
I do not have fun
Mario
playing
Party
it.
used to be a lot worse like a year or two ago. That's gotten better. But
I just don't have fun when I play it. Like I hate it for some reason.
yeah, that's the thing about Mario Party is that it's the unfriendship game where you just go, man, he just got all the stars. Fuck you, Dave. I'm out of here.
Dude, you know, it's funny. I don't even care about that part of it. Whenever I play a game like Mario Party, it can be any game like this. I just am sitting there like, I'd rather just be playing an actual board game.
Me too, yeah.
Let me play a real board game. This sucks.
I can't believe Damelos must
I
not
don't
be
want to play
here.
Monopoly the video game. I'd rather just
Ooh,
play
I don't
the
know
real
about
game.
that. I don't know about that.
That's just me.
So yeah, I don't like board
I'm not a huge
games.
fan of Monopoly.
I
I
don't-
just use that as an example.
I don't even like board games, right? Like I really actually don't like them. There's a few exceptions, right? If it's
Talisman.
super
That's the one
nerdy.
for me.
Yeah, if it's super nerdy, that's different, right? That's like playing a tabletop game with some
Like Heroes
dressing.
Quest, that
Heroes
Yeah.
Quest, that's a little different, right? Any of that nerdy
Well, I
stuff.
kind of agree with you on that, honestly, though.
Yeah, I love
Unless I'm playing with
tabletop.
like a little kid or something. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. And I even kind of secretly don't want to do it, even when I was playing with my
Yeah,
own
me
kids.
too.
I would
That's
do
why I
it.
try to find the. That's why I taught my kid how to play Talisman.
So I would prefer to play Mario Party over playing Monopoly or something like that. I would. Because at
Dude, I
least...
actually would not.
But Mario
Yeah.
Party also pisses a gamer off. Because there's only so much skill. And if you have too much skill, Mario Party will actually start giving you, like,
Oh yeah, if you're
penalties.
good at the game, it screws you over.
Yeah,
if
it'll
you're good at
penalize you. And that's why I never will be a fan, is because
Yeah, it's
the better
annoying,
you do, the
dude.
more you get penalized, because it's trying to make it fair for everybody or whatever. I think it's good for kids to get their asses kicked. I think it's good for them. It teaches them character, teaches them to learn how to lose
Well, Mario Party's not the
in
game for that.
games, Nathan.
in games. In games, yes, obviously.
No, I disagree. I think in real life too.
No. I did not mean.
Reason.
I did
think
not
within
mean
reason
abuse.
In real life too, not abusive, but
Somebody
like
clip that.
if your kid. Like if your kid, let's just say for example, your
Okay.
kid plays football, let's say.
Okay.
Right.
Sure.
And they're standing around on the football field when they're supposed to be doing a team sport, dicking around, and they take a hit because they were being a dumbass.
Sure.
They deserve
That's
to
probably
got their
good for
ass
'em.
kicked in that
100%.
moment.
Yeah, but what we
It's a
don't
learning
agree with
experience.
is actual child
No,
abuse.
no way. That's messed up.
We don't agree
I
with
would not
that.
do that.
But I'm talking about learning to lose a game or learning how to be humble and how to not be a sore loser. I think that's good. I think that's a good.
No, I agree with you. That's why, I will kick my kid's ass in
Yeah,
games.
I mean, even when my
games.
daughter was younger,
Yeah, in
like, any
game.
I love
game,
that space scene.
You
and
have
all
to
games
say
I
it,
played
though.
with my daughter, I made sure I kicked her ass.
And look what she's
You
like
know?
now, dude.
And
I
now she
used-
kicks my
Look how she
ass.
is.
I used video games as a punishment for my kids. I've got two examples. My son was being mean to my daughter when they were both really young, right? He kept being mean to her, and we told him to stop, and it was hurting her feelings, and she was crying, and he thought it was funny, and we were trying to make him stop. So I told him, if you don't do that again, I'm gonna put you in virtual reality in the scary game, okay? And it was
Hilarious.
and it was Resident Evil, which is terrifying in virtual reality, okay? And he did it again, so I strapped it on him and made him play through the first part of that game as a punishment. Another time I tried to punish my kids was they were being really disrespectful to their mom, and they kept on, and so I made them both sit down and play Fractured Online for 3 hours.
Dang, that's almost worse than when you made him watch The Exorcist.
I did
Yeah,
also.
messed up, dude.
I did also. My daughter was playing with a Luigi board. Let's just say that she's playing with the Luigi
A
board,
Luigi.
and
Oh my god.
so as
Think that-
punishment, I made her
Dude.
watch the most horrific scene in Exorcist, and guess what? She never messed with that stuff ever again.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it freaked me out. When I was a kid, I messed with the Luigi board, and it was like, Mario! Dude, it freaked me out, dude. it made me realize why, I think that's what they based Luigi's Mansion off of, to be honest.
Yeah,
Oh my god, is that why we're all addicted
yeah,
to Mario? Holy
maybe
shit,
it's a
It
spell.
all makes sense. It is.
Mario.
All right, but anyway, I don't know what just happened that we ended up in that conversation, but let's look back at the
I'm
game
glad
awards.
it happened. Thank you.
Dude, Luigi board, dude.
Gotta watch out for that
Dude,
Luigi
that
board.
is hilarious. Dude, can we make a cringe bunny where people find a Luigi board?
Yeah, I'll add
use
it.
it.
I'll
Oh, you
add it
have
to the
to.
notes. I'll add it to the notes. Hang on.
It's
That's
like,
your new
Mario.
costume, guys.
That'd have been awesome for Halloween.
Or did you just hear that? I thought I heard something.
I love it. I actually already know how to end it too. I've got a good ending for it.
Sweet.
Okay, got it. All right, perfect. So let's talk about indie games, finally.
Thank you.
All right, best debut indie game. So a debut indie game. Animal Well? Don't know.
Never heard of it.
Balatro again. Manor Lords? Don't know.
Manor Lords, I do
only-
know, actually.
I know a little bit about it. I know Desrin kind of had a little bit of boner for it. I just don't know that much about that one, but I vaguely know about it, so it makes sense.
All right, Pacific Drive.
Don't know that one.
Don't
either,
know.
Huh?
Now, that's the last one I do know. The Plucky Squire. Didn't play it, but I know about it.
Dude, that sounds too perverted
Wow.
for me.
I guess I don't have the pulse on anything.
Yeah, I don't know none of that, guys.
I know nothing.
I'm
per usual.
surprised Abiotic Factor didn't make it on there.
All right, here's another interesting one. Most anticipated. Oh, I know what's going to win, hands down. All right, most anticipated. Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding was awesome, so I can
Okay,
see
yeah.
that. Ghost of Yotai, not going to win, according to Steve's video.
Yeah, I know. I think it looks cool, but damn, dude, damn.
Wait. What was the second one?
Ghost of Yotai. It's the one.
Oh, yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 6. Metroid Prime 4. Monster Hunter Wilds.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Grand Theft Auto 6 is
It's gonna win.
that.
It's
Yeah,
gonna win.
It's gonna win.
It's
There's
gonna
no
win.
way that's not gonna win. It's like a whole meme where people on the internet every day are like, "We got this before we got Grand Theft Auto 6."
Yeah, and listen, I'm not a huge Grand Theft Auto fan, but I do like the games. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys something right now on my screen. Look, I've restarted Grand Theft Auto 5 recently because I'm a little excited about Grand Theft Auto 6, and it's got to be
Dude, I am too. I think it looks actually really cool.
looks
I'm not
cool.
a huge hardcore fan.
I like those games. I wasn't a huge fan when everybody else fell in love in Grand Theft Auto 3. I was just kind of like, okay, it's cool, but like I didn't get it. You know what I mean? San Andreas came out and everybody I knew practically was obsessed with it. So I kind of was like, okay, I definitely understand the appeal now. But I still wasn't a huge fan. Grand Theft Auto 4 was my first where I actually sat down, played the whole game. Thought it was pretty stinking good. Grand Theft Auto 5, though, freaking masterpiece, bro. The story, the characters, dude, it's so stinking good and awesome. So, I'm a new Grand Theft Auto fan. I tried to bring Wendigoon and Meat Canyon to Steve's restaurant. Dude, how crazy would that be if Meat Canyon went to Steve's restaurant and met Steve? I would be jealous.
Ooh.
Dude, you got that dude, that cartoonist that does like the crazy weird I always forget her name. What's her name? That everybody, there's a big fan group behind her, the singer, Taylor Swift. Remember he made the one with her breaking up and she like turns into like a beast and like consumes the...
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
That's
yeah.
Meat Canyon.
The best one he's done is the Pumpkin
Meat
Spice
Canyon.
one.
Okay, I thought you said Pete, like Peter Pan.
Dude, let's
I was
do...
like, who's Pete
Dude, that's
Canyon?
what we should call my cartoons on Cringe Pony. We should call them Pete Canyon. I'm writing that down.
Pete Canyon. That would
Pete
be
Canyon.
hilarious.
Pete Canyon.
Like Pete Canyon, he was a good man.
Maybe we can steal some views when I release them on the channel.
Everybody knows that Pete Canyon was a good man back in 1974.
Oh, Pete Canyon.
Going back to GTA 6, and I agree with you, Nathan, on all the other stuff. GTA 5, masterpiece. But you want to talk about another one of those companies that just can't get it in their head to release your game on PC at the same time.
Dude, I know. Dude, Grand Theft Auto. Here's the deal. If they haven't announced it's an exclusive to Sony yet, have they? I don't think they have.
I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be an exclusive to
It
Sony,
better
but I
not
think it's
be,
gonna
dude.
Console only, and it usually takes them way too long. It's
Like
usually
Xbox,
like
it's
2
like
years
2 or
plus.
3 years. Yeah, it took forever for it to come to PC. Grand Theft Auto 5 took forever. I'm gonna look it up. It was seriously like I think it was like 3 or 4 years. I'm I'm looking it up right now. It was a long time.
I want to quickly interject. Did you say UFO 50 for the indie games? I have heard of that one.
No.
I'm just looking up right now.
No, that was not on there.
Well, it was on this list, so I guess GameSpot is a liar.
Or I'm on GameRant.
And I
Maybe
mean,
they're a liar.
they just released the first
it is on
Red
there.
Dead
Sorry.
Redemption this year on PC. Like,
yeah, seriously. That came out like 6-7 years ago.
Wow,
Sorry, there are 2 indie game awards. I didn't see the other one. I gave for best debut. There's also best independent or best indie game, which is Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei, and the Laser Eyes.
Never heard of that
Neva
one.
and UFO 50.
Ooh, I like those UFO flavors. Do we have to be careful because people are going to vote Taco John's best game of the year if we're not careful?
Probably,
Okay,
yeah.
Grand Theft Auto released in 2013 for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox. 2013, it wasn't as long as I thought. It was 2 years later. It came out in 2015 in April for Windows, for PC. It's crazy to think that game came out on the PlayStation 3.
Did it?
Yeah, dude. That was a long time ago. 2013? It's been over
back when
10
I was
years.
an old man. Back when I was an old man.
So it better be good, because they've been working on that forever.
Dude, I heard that they're making a Melrose Place MMO.
And a 90210 MMO.
no.
It's called
It's a
9021
9021.
Who's gonna get thrown
MMO.
in the pool?
Yeah, 9021 MMO. Dude, that looks insane.
It's going to
I
be
can't
good.
wait till that comes
I'm
out.
actually excited about that one.
And dude, I love that they're going back and doing all those now because I just saw that they also are doing Baywatch Online.
Oh, sweet.
What is it? Just a booby like?
No, you can be a
no.
lifeguard, you can be a cop, you can be a lifeguard that thinks they're a cop.
Or you could
It's
be
awesome.
a regular citizen who just drowns.
And yeah, you can do that.
I just
But
thought it was
on how
about
good of a lifeguard you are
men
is
getting
based on
motivated.
how far you can run.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
they're not making it like perverted, they're taking it very serious.
Yeah. The boobs,
Baywatch Online.
Oh my bad. I'm so sorry.
there actually
it.
is going to be a boob slider, though. That's been confirmed.
There is. They're not making it, it's not gonna be like a woke game.
Yeah. It's not going to be like the new Dragon Age where nobody in the whole world has boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
how
what-
dare? Boobs
Like-
are so offensive.
That's
absurd.
That was why I didn't. That was the first reason that I was like, I'm not going to play this game at releases because how can I be immersed in a world with no boobs? That sounds like hell.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Like that's not a
Nathan-
world I want to go to. It's not
And
a world I
also,
want to live in.
on a serious note, it's like, what if a woman who actually has big boobs
Yeah.
wants to make a character that looks like herself?
Right? They can't.
Because there are a lot of women out there
There-
with larger breasts.
Hey, I got news. There's
Okay.
women with like me also that aren't the biggest, aren't the smallest, but hey, we might want to live our fucking wildest silicone fantasies.
Sure,
you know?
yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
It's just crazy
and
how they do these decisions just, you know what I
for
mean?
the
And you
ugly
know what I mean.
feminists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said it, boys.
Ugly
I said
people.
it.
Ugly people that
I'm
get
glad you're
mad
the
that
one that
pretty
said it.
people that makes them mad that they exist. And look, I'm in the ugly club, but I still want pretty people in my game. Gosh, dude, how
You are not
Dude,
ugly. Stop it.
It reminds me of this, you guys. When I was a kid and I would go to, I'm not going to mention no names just in case somehow, just in case.
Okay.
But when I was a kid and I would go to a certain family member's house during a certain holiday, right?
Mhm, right?
There were a bunch of large women involved in this part of the family, right? Let's say it like that. And it was like the whole holiday, dude. They would sit around and watch TV and just slam every woman they saw on TV that wasn't fat as them.
Oh,
And I'm just like, oh, come on.
interesting.
They'd be like, look at that little skinny bitch. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm like, oh my God.
now I get it. Okay, yeah, I've
Okay,
seen
I'm
that.
not that
I've
bad.
been
I've
but
seen
I
that.
do that. At times, I do like if they, but it's when they have a butter face. That's when I'll be like an asshole about it.
No,
Like,
I'm talking
yeah,
about there's
sugar,
no
oh, you butter
exception.
face.
It could be like a woman who's 200 pounds. That's too skinny
Oh,
for these
Jesus.
ladies.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
God
like
damn,
if
I
they're
don't know
not
what
as
you mean.
fat as them, then they are a piece of shit. That's pretty much how it boiled
You know,
down.
I'm
it's
happy to
crazy.
be
A
a
lot
piece
of
of
groups
it.
are like that. They're
Yeah.
like, you're either in the extreme or you're dead to me.
And that's getting more
Or
popular,
you're
I
dead
feel
to
like.
me.
I feel like
It is.
I feel like that is
It
the
is.
problem with our current
That's
society.
the world right now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks a lot, social media.
Yeah, social media definitely made that situation way worse than it could have been. Death Stranding 2, I love that weird... Dude, Death Stranding was...
I need to try
It was
that
good.
game.
It was stinking good.
I liked
I
Especially
have
when you...
not played it. I want to try it.
But I can understand if someone didn't like it, you know?
Because the part that
It's
turns
so
me off is
weird,
the
yeah,
baby part. I'm like,
Well,
I'm
dude,
not doing
but
that baby
dude,
shit.
that's actually the best part, believe it or
I
not.
know. Like, that's crazy.
That's actually the
It's
best part.
crazy.
I love the story in
I've
that
said
game.
it to so
Honestly-
many people that game blew my mind because
Me
it
too.
literally takes like the worst types of quests that you
Yeah,
can
I know.
imagine
I know.
and makes them amazing.
I
It's
know.
like go run this fetch quest and go escort this person and
Yeah.
and carry a ton of stuff till the point you're super encumbered
And you're slow.
up a mountain and down
And now run
You're
like 80 miles
I'm
with
gonna do
it.
that so good. Yeah, exactly.
Somehow, dude. I don't know.
But-
It just shows how
but
high
when-
quality it was made that you'll be
But
excited about it.
once you have like zip lines and all these
Yeah.
like crazy gadgets, that's when it
feels
like
so
really
good.
like clicks and you're like, fuck yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do the shit out of this pack.
Yeah, because
Well,
you've
not
already
only that,
lived
like-
the slow, hard routes.
How
so
they
once
do
you...
like the social aspect is super intuitive too. Like
Yeah.
how you can see other people's paths walked in your
Yeah.
world, and you can build roads, and other people that have built the road
They'll
in the
see
same
'em.
spot are going to connect pieces to yours, and you
Go
get
for
the
it,
little
connect
bridges.
emotes that give you buffs when you run through them, and
Butts, buffs, and Alaka Muffs.
Yep. Really good game. I like it a lot. I stand with the women with large chests. This is definitely a big booby loving community that I've built here. It wasn't easy building a community of people who like big boobs. It took a lot of careful planning, a lot of
Look careful.
A lot of careful injection of the right players.
That's correct. That's correct.
And you know, I'm gonna come clean. I was involved a little bit
In the
I did
planning.
help Nathan come
Yes.
up with some subtle brainwashing techniques that he used on his channel to make people who didn't like big ones to start to like them.
And I think about it, it makes sense
No
because
one will
before I'd be
ever
like,
know.
hey, I want moderate sized boobs, and then I'd just
Moderate
automatically
size.
fill out big boobs and be like, oh, never mind, I guess that's what I want.
Yeah. When I was making this channel back in 2016, I reached out to Steve and I said, Steve, I want to make a channel about MMOs, but I need everybody who watches it to also slowly over time love big boobs. And he said, all right, let's get to work. And we worked on it for about 2 years. And now finally, in the year 2024, it looks like it's worked. 8 years later.
Believe it or not, back in 2014 we tried, and the channel that we made failed because we took the wrong approach. It was
Right.
called MMO Bimbos. That did not end up going well.
Yeah.
That was the name of the channel.
Exactly.
It's since removed.
You guys are like,
this feels like a very important like mayoral topic. Like I think we'll need to know Steve
think you're right.
and Damelos' opinions and who actually likes the biggest boobs.
I do gotta say that so far, all of their opinions have drastically differed from what I thought they would say.
Yes,
I gotta
yes.
say. So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, me and Steve, we just, we decided like, if we're gonna do this, let's go in all the way. Let's not go in half-handedly. Let's go in, that's right, Zucam, with both hands. You know,
Both hands grasping.
grasping and just.
I had to approve something he said. He said, I hear Nathan's
Squeezing.
boob squad was hand picked. And he said both hands.
Yes. So, you guys are like, why does Nathan always talk about MILFs and cougars and all? Well, hey, listen, that was all part of the social engineering.
MILF Mountain.
Right. So I've been
Cougar
here all
Canyon.
along,
By the way, why
fighting.
didn't you tell Mebs to get to work?
Who?
I know. Right now she's
You
playing
wink.
on a PS5
You wait.
with her
I gotta
MILF
keep
dragon.
cracking the
She's
whip.
drawing for
Yeah,
you.
Ooh, I wish I
know.
was I always wanted to play a game that had a nice booty dragon.
Oh, she's making it digital.
Ooh,
That's-
okay,
Ooh.
nice.
Digital Yelms.
Grando Reaper says, I've been gaslit into enjoying large chests. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad.
Gaslit into it. Oh man, that's hilarious.
Oh,
We're gonna get
God.
canceled immediately.
No, you're not.
No
We're
way.
gonna
People
get canceled
can't
by the
take this
Dragon
and-
Age fans.
If I get canceled
gonna-
All
for
three of
standing
them.
up for the women in society who have been put down into the gutter for too long, then so be it. I will stand on that. I will die on that.
Oh
on
my
that.
God.
I will
Dude, I'll
die
deal
on that
with it.
Twin
You know
Hills.
what? Nothing melts a snowflake faster than big boobs
I wonder what's the
because
deal.
they're hot.
Oh my god, dude! I'm playing New World right now. I gotta admit, dude,
I'm doing
there's
slot games on my
somebody
phone at
here.
the moment.
There's somebody here with a turkey mount, and it is awesome.
Okay, a turkey mount?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
a
for
turkey-
Thanksgiving? It's an
mount. I don't
event.
know, but it's awesome. I don't know if it's an event or not.
We
We're
should
gonna
gotta
play
be.
that.
It's got to be.
I'm
an
gonna
event.
look
I
and
don't
see how
have
you
it.
get it.
Is it?
I do
Is
have
it
it.
cross-platform?
It is cross-platform. Yeah, I do have that
Ah.
game.
Me too.
I randomly am playing it for a little bit now. Let's see here. I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, I have a turkey morph, turkey-like morph.
Let's see.
Throne
New
Liberty.
World turkey mounts.
Yeah, my wife actually wants to get a reduction procedure, and I told her, like, you know, it's your body, you do what you want, but I'm also going to get a reduction then of my own, if you know what I'm saying.
No, you know what though?
She's
I mean,
probably
come
it might
on.
be a
half
cash
It's
an
shop
health
item.
reasons, for Christ's sake. It's health reasons. Not
Listen-
because she
Listen,
wants
broken
to.
back be damned.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break that back my dang
Oh.
self. That's what he's saying.
Holy shit.
I'm joking. That's a joke. It's just a joke.
No, Nathan, he's serious.
No, it's
This is
not. A
this
lot
is
of
only the
truth is
most
said in
serious
jest.
stream we've
We
ever
know
had in
what's
our
up.
life.
He's gonna get a hair reduction into a mullet. That's what he's
Oh, yeah, like
I mean, I think that's fair.
grow my hair out long
Turkey
at
mount is
first
pretty
and
dang
then
good, I gotta
reduce
admit.
the front
That is
only.
Sweet.
Slowly over time to where she doesn't notice. Like it just gets a little bit shorter. Like a millimeter per month until she doesn't even
Brando,
notice.
you did not go there. You did not go there.
I will lobby half of her body belongs to you. Well, she could argue the same about me though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
See?
Wouldn't be half, would it? I mean, let's think about this. Which half do you want? The top or the bottom?
See, that's not
Which
fair.
one's more imperative?
I
for
would-
you?
the
I would-
shrimp
Or right
flavor.
down,
Right?
I
Right
will-
down the
right
middle.
down the middle.
Right down the middle. Yep.
Right down the middle.
Yeah, he
Oh
wants
my God.
the middle half.
Right. I'll take
Yeah,
one.
but
Say,
then you'll only get one boob and like a half of a
One-
No,
vagina
you
and one ass
just
cheek.
you start from the belly button and you go a quarter of the way up and a
Oh
quarter of the way
right,
down.
yeah. I would slice it like kind of like I would portion it how I want it to be. You know what I'm saying?
This is getting borderline
So just-
cannibalism territory.
So
now.
okay, so just
You
like
chop
from
it
the
into
chest
pieces. He's like, I
down
want
to
the
the
toes,
thighs.
but not the whole foot. I want the.
Oh my god.
Give me them toes, y'all.
But in all
Did I mention how
seriousness,
much
am
I
I
love you, gentlemen?
am I the only one who reached the age of like 30ish and wish I didn't have arms when I try to go to sleep? Am I the only one?
It is annoying. I agree with you.
I
dude.
was actually in my 20s
Oh, okay.
You lay
I
on
was in
these
my
things.
because
Yeah.
I have arthritis in my elbows. So and it started in my 20s. So I understand.
You should be able to like shrink them
100,000%.
down into little chicken wings. When
Yeah.
You go to bed.
Yeah, dude.
I agree.
That'd be awesome. I just wish I could just take them off and hang them up.
Like
somewhere.
Pete.
Chicken wings.
We'll
Yeah.
have Pete wings.
You'll have
That would be
Pete feet.
perfect.
I'm into
Pete
this
feet.
idea.
I think science
Me
is
too. Let's
wasting
make
a
this
big
happen.
opportunity by not investing into that kind of
I
technology.
agree. I agree.
Could
'Cause-
you imagine if we lived in a world where people were like, "Hey, I don't feel like human arms. Can I get like chicken arms for a little bit?"
We
And then you
try
have
'em
people
out.
with like chicken arms and like dog legs and all sorts of
Dog
crazy-
legs,
Oh,
I'm
I
in,
take
dude.
lobster claws. I
I would
take
eat the dog
Oh.
legs.
I'd like one
be
lobster
fun.
claw. I'd still want one human hand.
That would be cool. I
Yeah,
wish I
that's
could
true.
grow.
That's
Or imagine how cool it would be if, like, maybe you had your normal arms, but you could grow like lobster arms with claws out of your nipples.
Yeah.
Like one arm of a lady with
Yeah.
big boobs.
Dude,
Excuse me?
imagine you imagine you meet a little sweet something and you take her back to your place and then you take
Little
off her
sweet
top and then she's like, "Oh, sorry, I have the lobster claws instead of boobs today. Sorry."
Oh,
Or
I
crabs.
could deal with
I've got
it.
the
I could
crab
deal
claw.
with it.
What
I
if,
had to,
what
I
if she
could
just
deal
had
with
like a little hand, like her nipple was like a little hand, and it would slap your hand away?
That would be
I'd
fucking
probably dumb
hilarious.
wrestle.
'Cause I picture-
I mean, that would give a
Oh my
whole new meaning to the phrase boob job, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, true, true.
Oh, I'm okay with this idea, though.
Think of how different our whole world would be if just that one little difference.
If that, if
I mean, that would be
that,
weird. You could
it
like
would be a new world
motorboat
in
and get
Eternum.
slapped at the same time. If you're into that.
Yeah.
I know it's
I'm
going to
sure you
sound
all
surprising,
are.
guys, but in a new world Eternum, that's actually part of the lore.
In Eternum, in New Eternum?
Yeah.
Not in Old Eternum, though, just in the new one.
No, just in the new one.
But you don't
Nu-
see it. You just
nude
see it
world
through like the
online.
shirts, and you're just like, man, those nipples are big. What's going on there?
Yeah, because there's no nudity in the game, so
All right.
of course.
Oh, other big news happening right now. I don't know if you guys heard about. Sony is in the process of trying to purchase From Software. Now, based off of our
No,
previous,
get out of here.
I'm serious, dude. Based off,
Microsoft better swoop in and snatch that from.
well, I don't want either
They
one of them
won't
to buy them,
because
to
of
be
hiring
honest.
people.
No,
You
I
guys.
don't want. I want them to stay independent, but yeah, I don't want Sony.
You guys
to
are
get
not
them
going to
for
believe
sure.
this.
Sony will be a big problem, though, dude, because of what we were just talking
Yeah.
about. They're bad about releasing on their platform only for a year,
Yeah,
2,
it would all
3
be
years.
exclusives. They would exclusive everything. Like the next Elden Ring game exclusive.
Annoying, dude.
Everything
Annoying. And I'm a guy who always buys the PlayStation.
I
But
just got to say real quick,
it's still
guys,
annoying.
I know that this is not related to what we're talking about, but I'm playing New World, right? And when I play this game, I'm like obsessed with hunting the animals, right? I always hunt every single animal I see.
Mm-hmm.
And this is crazy, dude. I just killed a turkey, and it dropped an epic grade tool called the Turculon's Claw. And it's like skinning turkeys has never been so ironic.
Is that really?
Yes, dude, I got like a
Oh.
badass
It's got to be a
epic tool
Thanksgiving
drop.
event. It's got to be.
Dude, it's the most highest
You
stat
skin
item
a
that I have.
turkey?
It has an
What?
827% gathering speed increase.
You should post the screenshot so that Nathan can show it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can find one. I'm gonna go into
I
the
don't,
world.
I don't,
wanna
I
see
don't think
this
that he
epic
can show it off though because of how
turkey
his
weapon.
stream's set up.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, that's true. Is he playing on console? Yeah, he's
Yeah,
on console.
I'm on console. It's not even hooked to my PC right now.
But that scares me a little bit. Like, From Software's a big deal if
Yeah,
they
dude.
get
But if
gobbled
you-
up. I mean,
If
You
you,
know,
look
it-
on my screen right now, on my stream, you can see the turkey weapon.
Throw a link up.
I mean,
so they
to,
can...
to me, Nathan, that would be like the equivalent of hearing like Larian was going to get bought by Microsoft.
Agreed. Yeah,
Like-
yeah, I agree. It is. It is that bad.
I really think
Maybe
they should
worse.
keep their independence. Yeah, I think it is worse because of the exclusivity. Like, I don't think Microsoft would do it that way.
And
but,
plus, I think Larian wouldn't be as bad
Turculon's
because
Claw.
they don't release as many games in
yeah,
a year.
that's
you know?
another thing is they're not releasing that many games.
It would still be lame when the
it's-
game did come out, though.
Dude, it would be hard. Like, I wouldn't let, but I think that's what makes those studios great is that they have their own power that way. Like, I think it's one of the things that is going on with Avowed right now with Obsidian, where it's like
Guys, I'll be right
Nobody's
back.
really
I'm not
answering
gonna,
anything.
I'm gonna leave my turkey claw on display on my stream while I'm gone.
Okay, and it is an event, by the
Sweet.
way. Turkulon returns.
Dude, that thing is sweet, dude.
awesome. Congrats, man.
I will also be right back.
But yeah, like they aren't really saying anything that seems like, this is my opinion, it doesn't seem like, to be honest, it doesn't seem like the truth when they're talking about why Avowed's getting delayed and extra time and it's, I don't know, like
How
they're-
did they say
they're-
how long the Avowed is delayed? Did they give a time frame?
I think it's a few months. I think it's into, let me look on Steam real quick.
But Avowed is coming out on PC and Xbox day one, right? I'm pretty sure.
yes.
Yeah. See, I don't mind that. That's okay. If you're gonna do
Not
an
only that, they announced recently it's coming out on Battle.net, and
Oh.
you'll be able to buy it with gold in WoW.
wait, what?
I saw something saying that.
You'll be able to buy the game with World of Warcraft gold? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Like it's going to be something like 1.4 million gold or something like that to purchase the game, but because it's on
Weird.
Battle.net, like you can earn the currency.
That is kind of unique.
February
actually.
18th of 2025 is what it says right now.
Okay. I am excited for Avowed. That's going to be a good game. And here's the thing about console exclusives. I get it. You're in a console war. You want people to buy your console. Okay, I get it. PC players aren't part of that war. So, release it on, like, PlayStation 5 and PC. Or on Xbox and PC. You know? The only one I feel like can get away with not doing that anymore, for some reason, is Nintendo. I get it. They're super ridiculous about their ancient IPs. Mario would feel weird releasing on the PC. I get it. I'll give them the only break. Nobody else has an IP that's that tied to their brand. You know what I mean? I don't even remember how to play this game. There we go.
Yeah, I posted the article about it coming to Battle.net on in the other games section, Nathan.
Turkey Lump's Claw.
That's weird, man. I think that's a kind of a cool idea. Did you hear about that, Steve?
Because you can buy it for 1.4 million gold in WoW if you want. About 1.4 million.
How do you feel about that, Steve?
Wait, about what?
The Avowed, that upcoming RPG, you can buy the game with in-game gold in World of Warcraft.
Wait a minute, Avowed. That sounds familiar. What is that?
Yeah, it's kind of like being, even though it's not really going to be this, it's being touted as like a Skyrim type, but it's made by Obsidian.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Really? You can buy it
Yeah,
with
it's made by
in-game
Obsidian.
gold
It's
WoW?
Yeah.
I know exactly what game you're talking about now.
It's in the world of like Pillars of Eternity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome games.
That's weird. How's that a benefit to them?
I just think it just like, it's just like a promotional, like, hey, if you got this much gold in World of Warcraft, obviously you're a Battle.net player and a fan and
I
play
think what it is
for a
the
while.
Microsoft thing. Microsoft owns Obsidian. Microsoft owns Battle.net and Blizzard now. Like it's just them putting it on all the Blizzards, on all the Microsoft stores, and
That could be what it is.
it's like a perk to WoW players. Like if you want to spend that much gold, you can go buy this game.
Wow. That really makes me want to Christopher Walken it up.
Do you guys ever play Embers Adrift? We used to play it exclusively on Wednesday nights for a really long time.
You know what the problem with that game is?
Tell them what your problem is with that game, Steve.
My problem with that game is that there's only one face in the whole game.
Two. There's two faces.
Per gender.
Per gender, okay. Steve, are
sex.
you verifying that there are only two genders?
In Embers Adrift?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, tread lightly.
That's why the game failed, dude. It wasn't woke enough.
It wasn't woke enough. That's what happened to it.
I don't even know what I walked back into, but thanks.
Well, I will say this though: there should be more faces than there are genders in a video game. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my goodness.
I can't say what I was gonna say.
I love
my
Embers
Lord.
Adrift. Love Embers Adrift. It's just it's a little bit it's a little bit too long to level. They went a little overkill on the whole enjoy the journey. That's my only real complaint against that and the magic system. Don't really like it.
It's a bit of a wang squeeze, if you know what I mean.
But I love the team.
Wait, isn't that a good thing?
Not in this situation.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there's a good kind and a bad kind. I'll agree.
Remember when you were a kid in school and you learned, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally"?
Right?
Well, it's not what you thought it meant.
What does it mean then?
I can't say. I'll have to tell you guys off stream.
Okay.
I can't wait for this.
It's not good.
It's not good. All right.
Somebody should release a horror movie called "Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally."
I do think that New World has the best bear animations I've ever seen in an MMO.
Man, dude, it has bison in it, and you can hunt them. That's all I need in a game, it turns out.
I mean, I'm watching you guys right now. It's
I
beautiful.
love going on the
Absolutely
bison hunts.
Dude, my wife is such a graphics Nazi that she thinks this game doesn't look good.
New World?
New World.
Oh,
What?
dude, I think it actually looks really good.
I know. And
Is she
even
just like the cartoony ones?
I don't know what she likes. No, she doesn't like cartoony games either. I have no idea what her
Wow.
like Baldur's Gate 3, beautiful game. The other day I was like, "Now you think this
Absolutely.
game looks good, right?" She's like, "It's okay." Like what? What generation of
Okay.
graphics does she
can
live
taste
in?
colors, but she's blind.
Maybe.
I understand that.
Maybe it's a
That's
color
why
thing.
she has that secret
I
power.
think I'm figuring a lot of modern games, a lot of brown colors, but look good, therefore bad game. Get bad graphics.
right.
Dude, I like the lighting in this game too.
Yeah, I was just looking at the shadows, how the sun looks like it's setting. It's beautiful.
You gotta be careful, dude, because sometimes if you ain't looking, the shadow people will come at night and tickle you.
Now, to be fair, the game looks way better on PC, but
I'm sure it does.
they ported it well. It looks great
Dude, I enjoy it on PS5.
on the PS5. It looks good. Yeah, I'm just gonna play New World, also on the side until I get to Endgame and get
Oh,
pissed.
that doesn't
and...
sound good.
I was gonna say, should we switch to that?
We only got a couple of weeks. Whatever you guys want to do, because the bad thing about New World is that it costs like full price of admission.
Yeah.
Just for us to play for 2 weeks. I don't know if I want.
But then you own it forever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I
always
already paid for
Jackbox,
it years
and
ago.
that's free.
I'm down with that.
$3 Dinos.
Yeah, I say we play
I'm
some
cool with
Jackbox.
anything. I'm just playing New World right now because I like it. I'm down to play whatever you guys want. I don't like you, unless for some reason everybody is like, let's buy the game. Like I do not expect that.
Yeah.
Because it
For
is
2
the
weeks.
full
Hulu and I
price of the
already have
game.
it.
Yeah, well, World of Warcraft Classic, brand new servers are launching tomorrow. That's another thing I want to talk about tonight. I'm probably not going to dive in this time just because there's only 10 days until Pantheon Early Access. And, I just don't want to dive into Classic again because I won't really get that far in 10 days and then I probably won't play it anymore.
Yeah, same with me, except for my reasons more that I played in 2019 and
Burned out.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really that much new compared to when I played it,
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing.
So it's like,
I feel like they
I'm
should
down
have...
for the. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna go back to the Jackbox thing. I mean, I think it's great, especially during the holidays.
Oh, true.
I mean, it's easy and it
Where's
gets
the rest of these crates?
our awesome community, in there with us too. Like,
Yeah.
both as audience and as players. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun streams. The 20th anniversary for World of Warcraft has been pretty fun. What did they do for the anniversary in the game? You're talking about retail WoW, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rise of the Fallen.
Wise of the Fallen.
This is great, though. I can watch Nathan play New World and earn rewards for Throne Liberty on Twitch.
Dude, I wonder if that would piss them off if they found out.
Are you playing New World now too?
Yeah, I'm playing it too. I figured it's more fun for the viewer to watch me run around the New World and kill stuff.
Well, where are you? Because we're in the same server.
Yeah, we can meet up. Let's all go to the same place. How about that?
did you see someone in your chat just said, "How old do you want me to be?"
Dude, it must have deleted that. Why did they say that?
No, not in your chat. It was in
Oh.
it was in New World chat.
Oh, okay. Let's see, Steve. Let me find a city here. Everfall? Do you want to meet in Everfall?
Let me see if I can get there.
Oh yeah, I forgot in this game I gotta go to a teleporter.
Ooh, I got a
to
new
find
gun. Hold up.
How do you do this? There we go.
Wait, where is that gun?
Oh, I have a mount too, if I can remember how to get it out.
I don't think I've. How can you use a mount? Do you have to be a certain level?
Level 20.
I'm not level 20 yet.
At level 20, you'll get a quest to go unlock your mount. I don't remember how to get on it.
16.
How do you do
Where did
that?
that gun go that I just got? Or maybe that was not something that I got.
I don't remember how to get my mount out. L1.
The skull.
Oh.
Sweet.
Oh, that's
Oh, there it
potion.
is. I got a new weapon called the Salty Shoddy. Oh, and I got some music.
I'm just gonna.
I haven't
that.
got the music quest yet. I haven't got that. You have to be a certain level to get the music quest.
I don't think so. I think it's part of the story. If I remember, I don't remember. Maybe it is a certain level. It just pops up. I just remember seeing it in my quest log, and I was like, "Oh, sweet, let me go do this." It's kind of like playing the music is kind of like a mini game. You know what I'm saying? Where you gotta be on the right beat. You know, press the right button. And if you mess up, then it like makes the sound for everybody hearing it be like off key. You know, like you messed up.
So let me ask you this: where is this place that we're meeting at?
We can go to any of the major cities, but Everfall is like one of the... We can go to Windsward or Everfall. I just assumed you'd be in one of those two, because it usually starts...
I'm in the area where Corinth City is.
Corinth City?
Oh, Keep Windsward? I see that.
See Windsward?
Keep Windsward? It's called Keep Windsward? Is that it?
Yeah. Wait, I don't think it's the Keep. I think the Keep is the PvP thing, right?
Oh.
So if you zoom out, you should see Windsward down in the south. It's not the furthest south. That would be Elysium Wilds, and then Windsward is right above it.
Windsward in the south. Let's see.
If you're on my screen, I'm looking at it. If you're on my stream.
I see Spyglass Ridge City.
Zuken said he didn't even notice
Last Light Outpost. How far south are we talking about here?
You know how there's like different states?
Yeah, I'm in the state of Windsward.
Oh, you're in that one, so I just mean the main city then. The settlement or whatever. Right in the middle of it. The main city.
Throne and Liberty. The greatest game that was so good that everyone decided to go play New World.
Yes. I wish I remembered how to get out my mount. I don't remember.
Unable to connect to the New World.
You got kicked off?
Dude, my internet it like went out or something. But now it's back, and my stream had to like reconnect and everything. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was weird. Now I'm logging back in the game. So are we meeting at Corinth City? Is that the right place?
I guess I didn't. I'll look. Maybe that is the name. Is that one's in Windsward? That's the main city in Windsward. Okay, then yeah.
Just make sure you don't meet at TB City, because you're gonna get that tuberculosis and don't recover.
Oh no, I don't want no tuberculosis.
Yeah, I don't want none of that. All right, let me see here. Oh, Corinth City. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay, cool.
But I can't go straight there because it's not my inn, I don't think.
Oh, really? I'm fast traveling to the inn.
But I can fast travel to nearby and run there.
Okay.
Do this one.
Maybe you can help me get the music quest. So it's in this city, right?
P99? Yeah, I mean, the thing about for some reason on my channel is that no matter what I play, if I play it too long, people quit watching. That's just what happens every time to all games. If you remember, P99 people were not even watching. I was getting like 5 people showing up towards the end. I mean, I would still do it just because it's fun, but it wasn't really driving the channel anymore.
I feel you can be successful by playing like Project 989 or whatever like EverQuest equivalent is, and only playing that. But the downside is that you're only playing that.
Yeah, now if I did only that, and it was because even back then it was just on Fridays, it probably would have been better. But I can't only play EverQuest for the rest of my life. I would go nuts. I love the game.
People are doing that right now.
Love the game.
Streaming devices, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
More power to that.
Oh wait, I don't even know if I'm running the right way. Let me. Yeah, I am. Gosh, I wish I remembered how to get my mount. I'm on my way though.
You're making your way downtown.
Yes.
Why did that pop into my head too? Thanks, Mr. C.
I wish I knew more of the lyrics. I would sing it, but that's literally the only part I remember. Making my way downtown. That's it. I don't remember anything else.
Walking fast, something, something. I'm a bear now.
I'm a bear now.
What? I wasn't a big fan of the song, so that's all I remember too, I think.
I'm doing only EverQuest on private server. Have I lost my mind? No, some people can do it. I just can't. Can't do only EverQuest anymore. I can't. I can do it sometimes. I could do it once a week. I could probably do it 2 or 3 times a week, but I couldn't do it every day. I just couldn't.
There's different people out there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There's this guy whose entire life was dedicated to Halo 2 and beating
Right.
it on Lasso, All Skulls on Legendary difficulty. And that's what he did for his entire,
For his whole
basically
life.
his entire fucking life until he beat it, and then he's continuing to beat it in better times and whatnot. Some people can do that. Some people just need a little more variety. You know, some people can eat rice and chicken with no seasoning every meal for their entire lives and be fine with it. And some people, they need a little bit of soy sauce.
I
Right?
wish
Yeah.
that I
They
could
need a
do
little
that.
bit
I
of
would lose a
teriyaki.
ton of weight.
I've got to mix it up. You know, even with my wife, I've got wigs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Please tell me you got cat ears. Please tell me you have like cat ears or dog ears that you break out.
Yeah, whatever, dude. You know, a little variety. You know. Okay, I'm here. Let's meet at the auction house. If I can find where that's at. I don't see it.
At the trading
Oh, there it
post.
is. The trading post. I see it.
I just went there to be one of the cool guys. You know what I mean?
Somebody's here playing the acoustic guitar. I see. Where's that coming from? Oh, it's coming from my controller.
Yeah, that's happening to me too.
I was
Somebody's
like,
playing music.
How do you turn that off?
Trying to find whoever it is so I can mute them.
Yeah, I think you can just turn off the... Sorry about that, chat. Somebody's got their mic on. Oh, I got my mic on. Let me turn mine off.
Don't you get like copyright claims for that, for like distant, very muffled, famous music.
Yeah, I'm gonna get copyright claimed. How do I get rid of this? Whoever's doing that, turn your stupid music off. Nobody wants to hear you.
I hate when people do that.
Okay, I'm looking for it. Audio, ambient effects, vocals volume. I think that's
This
it.
is like waiting in line at like a fast food place, and this guy's like, hold on, I know it'll really spice this up. I'm gonna play some Tool, everybody, look it out.
Somebody's actually playing acoustic guitar right here, though. It's Skeletor. Somehow he's in the game.
Dude, I cannot figure
They
out how to
playing
turn
Tupac?
this person off. I can't. Something. I can't tell.
Listen, I don't have enough, my melanin levels aren't high enough to recognize the song, but I know it's
Wait.
rap related.
Let me look in, where's the options? at?
Yeah, it's. I found the options, but I can't find. Maybe it's
Let me
under
see if I can
social.
figure it out.
Voice
I bet it
chat
is.
mode.
Yeah.
There it
Yeah,
is.
it might be on...
Disabled. There,
on
that got it,
this
dude.
side. Oh, good.
So go to your settings
Social voice chat mode and do
and turn it
disabled.
disabled. Yep.
Game
gone.
developers, there you go. Lesson
There
learned.
we
Don't
go.
put voice
It's annoying.
in-game voice
Yeah.
in your game.
Don't do it. We got Discord. We're good. Stop. We don't need it.
Yeah, it's annoying because people do that stupid crap.
Or you have the guy like on the phone with someone else, like, yeah, I want 2 chicken nuggets and hey, don't forget the hemorrhoid cream. And it's like, shut up! I don't want to hear your shopping list. I want to play a fantasy RPG.
Right.
I am a warrior
Yeah,
of the realm.
it's the worst when they're like arguing with somebody, and their mic is on, and you have to sit there and listen to it. Zukan says, "Don't have to tell me twice." Yeah, no voice. We don't need that. That's ridiculous. I understand this is a console game. I get it. I see why they did it, but we still don't need it, okay?
Honestly, yeah, it's always the worst in console games. It's never really that bad on PC.
Yeah. It's because they know that console gamers are super lazy, and we're very unlikely to get a keyboard. And even if we do have one, we're probably not going to use it. So they put voice in so we can communicate somehow. Steve, are you at the auction house now?
Yeah.
What's your character's name?
Hold on, I have to look and see because I forget. It is. Shoot, how do I see what my name is? Oh, it's Badeldorf.
Oh, it's Badeldorf. Oh, there you are. I see you. Now, how do you interact with people in this game?
Oh, I see you there.
There you go. Well,
I'm gonna add
that's
you as a friend.
that's not cool. It apparently shows your whole name
It does.
and your social security number. Jeez. All
For
right.
me, it just says your name is Sorensen Thames.
When I clicked on you though, like the little, like if you hold the right D-pad,
Yeah.
what does it say when you do that? Does it show my whole name?
No, it just says Sorensen Thames.
Weird. Yours shows your whole name for some
Yeah,
reason.
but isn't your name? It's because we're close friends on PlayStation.
Oh, it's a PlayStation thing. Yeah. Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's why. Because your name is Sorensen Thames on PlayStation, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Because originally my PS4 was honestly going to be a Final Fantasy 14 machine. Like that's
Dang,
what
dude,
I
I
got.
want to get a mount.
I don't even know how I got it
Sweet.
out. It was an accident. So now I don't know how to put it up. I guess I'll get in a fight and it'll go away. I got on it by accident somehow. Oh, it's the right D-pad. Okay, all right, you ready, dude? Let's go kill some crap.
All right, where are you? Where did you go?
I'm right beside you now. I'll follow you out. You've been
All
hunting
right.
in this
We're
area.
just gonna go kill some stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's go this way. Dude, I love hunting in this game. Oops. I was taking a chew out of some corn and I fell down there. Hold on, let me look at a map here. Okay, I gotta go this. We gotta go this way.
All right, I got a question for everybody. One of these foods has to be deleted from the world
Oh
and will never exist ever again. It doesn't delete it from ever existing. The food did exist until today, but it won't ever exist ever again.
This
What
is gonna be really hard or really easy.
It's gonna be really hard, I think. Which food would you have to delete one of them, okay? Hamburgers, chicken wings, all seafood. Okay, that's not fair. Shellfish. Or, what could be a fourth one that would be really hard to pick? Or all potato products. Potato chips.
Products.
Potato chips, french fries, mashed taters,
What was the second option?
hash browns, hamburgers, chicken wings, shellfish, or potato products.
Well, shellfish, obviously.
Shellfish,
Potato
dude?
products.
Potato
I
products.
would miss
Yeah,
my chips.
potato
but
products.
I need the rest.
What
I
about
need the
you,
shellfish,
Steve?
I need everything.
I couldn't
Dude,
live without shellfish.
I hate. This sucks because I do really like this, but
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have to go shellfish.
Oh my gosh, really?
I don't think I can get rid of potatoes
I know.
because it's so useful in so many dishes.
Even
Definitely
hamburgers, potato
I'm not
buns.
getting rid of hamburgers. I'll go out of business.
True.
And chicken wings, no way. I gotta keep chicken wings. I love hot wings.
Dude, I love, everybody knows that I love me some chicken wings. My favorite food, actually, right now, that's easily accessible, that I can just get, and it's not expensive or anything, or a pain in the ass, is Popeye's Ghost Pepper Chicken Wings. However, if I was
They are
left
good. I
with
had
this
some the other
option,
day.
you know what, never mind, I would pick potato products. I can live without potatoes.
You're insane.
It would be hard.
It would
be
suck.
Really difficult.
It's gonna suck for
It
any
does.
of those.
It sucks getting rid of shellfish though, or potatoes
that means no
because it
vodka
gets
either.
so many things. Whereas the other ones is just like one item.
Yeah, true. I think I was following the
But
wrong
there's so
person.
many shellfish, though. I mean, so it's like that's giving up too much, in my opinion. As a mainer,
It's a lot of
especially,
shellfish.
hell
I
no.
love shellfish. Ooh, look at that Elder Gate dough. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm coming to help.
Oh no. Come on.
But if you had to if you took out shellfish and had to choose between hamburgers, wings,
Got
or
'em.
potatoes, I'd probably choose wings.
I would too, probably.
Gosh, that would be a crappy world, dude. With no
Right, we're
chicken
almost
wings.
I
some
love
stuff that actually is hard to me.
The good news about chicken wings going away, though, is you could still
We're gonna
have
weasel
drumsticks.
our way
You
down
can
this
still have
mountain here.
drumsticks. You just couldn't have the flat. You couldn't have the
Right,
wings.
and
That's
And
you
you
could
it.
can
have
still have
breast
nugs.
meat.
You can still have nugs.
You can have
Just
nuggets,
That's right.
yeah.
and
That's
tenders.
true. You
So,
just can't
yeah.
have the actual wings. So I mean,
Right.
that
No,
would be the
I'd
end of
change
the
it.
world. It's
Just
yeah. I would
You
hate
could have
that.
boneless
but
wings, right?
That's not wings. Don't even say that.
Just
Yeah,
shush, just
boneless
say-
wings.
That's nuggets.
Those are just nuggets.
I'm
Right,
offended.
here we
But
go,
I will
dude.
still eat
I
the
mean-
shit out of them every single time. Don't
Exactly,
don't lie.
exactly.
But let me put it this way:
Stuff's easy for you.
if I say I'm in the mood for some chicken wings, and somebody brings up some boneless wings, I'm gonna tell them, get that out of my face. I don't want that.
Get that out of my dude. Me too.
Actually, I might
that's
too, but I
offensive
still
to me.
probably eat them.
Now, if
Let's be
somebody just
honest.
said I'm bringing home chicken, and they just bring home some boneless chicken wings,
Yeah,
fine.
that's different.
But when I'm told I'm gonna eat something, dude, I make a promise to my stomach, and I do not like to break that promise. I just made a pact with my
Oh,
stomach.
watch out for
you
this
know?
kidnap alligator, dude.
It's kind of like when
God,
you're.
this mother is shooting me.
I know everybody's had this situation before where you're in the mood for some Taco Bell. Nothing else is gonna do. You want some Taco
I
Bell.
gotta go down here.
You get in your car, you drive to the late night Taco Bell, you pull up, they're closed. Bro.
Oh, that's such bullshit. You're right.
It's
You're right.
disappointing. It's so it's
Yeah.
almost
Right,
like you
it's
have to
right here. We gotta
explain
fight the
yourself
boss.
to your stomach, you know?
Well, it's like I've used this argument before for other things, but it's like let's just say, hey, your wife calls and it's like, hey, I'm bringing home Taco Bell. I'm bringing home like whatever you want from Taco Bell. Then she comes home and she doesn't have Taco Bell, or even worse,
We
just
did
like
it.
some like just random
Ooh, I got a
tacos that
hat
she got
out
at
of
the
this.
grocery store. You're gonna be mad.
Yeah, you're gonna be mad. 100%. Because that's you
Hey,
had already
women
told.
feel the same way. At
Yeah.
least this one does.
I agree. Women
I'm a
I think
foodie.
it's human. I think humans just feel
I
that
think
way.
so too. I think it is a human thing, for sure.
But let me see if I got anything good out of that. There's some boots.
We got a fancy dress now.
Oh, got a little treasure here too.
Oh.
Witcher would pick seafood, well, shellfish. Highway Cavalier would pick hamburgers, dude. Oh my gosh, that'd be so difficult for me.
Pirate
I ate-
gunslinger pants.
hamburgers is like how I survive, to be honest. It's probably like at least 50% of my diet.
So you're getting enough beef in your diet? Yeah, through hamburgers.
Yeah, dude. I get plenty of
Yeah.
beef.
I love hamburger.
I try to get the more lean, but it's still pretty good.
Today, we had
I
like
like beef, y'all.
we had like some leftover
Oh, I think it
sirloin, and it was gonna go bad. Like we only had a couple days before it might get a little iffy to eat it. So I had to like think of something real quick to make with it. I didn't just want to make steak because there was not enough sirloin for everybody to eat it. You know what I'm saying? There's like 4 small sirloins, right? 5 people need to eat. So I just, people, I've never actually ate this before. People always say like steak and potatoes, right? So I literally fried steak and potatoes together and put crumbles of bacon in it. And it was delicious.
Dude,
Sounds great.
there's no way that would be bad.
Yeah, it was great.
That sounds good.
I mean,
Right.
it's so versatile. It really is. I
Yeah.
couldn't give up hamburger either. My daughter wouldn't let me either. For
Yeah.
sure.
I couldn't give up hamburgers. Like, that's what I eat, dude. That's like my main thing, to be honest.
I mean, even if you
Dude,
have like,
when
and
you
I know
see
it's
these
horrible,
turkeys,
but,
you
like,
might as well
hamburger
kill them. You
helper.
might get that sweet drop that I got.
They could drop from any turkey?
Yeah, it was just a random turkey that I got it off of. Because I kill every single one that I see. I'm a murderer of turkeys in this game.
There's an achievement for getting a ton of them, I think.
Is there something good in there? Oh.
All right. Now for another hard question. You have to remove one of these MMOs from ever existing. As in it never existed. Like Mandela effect, it's gone. It never did exist. All right? EverQuest. Ultima Online. Or Vanguard Saga of Heroes.
Wait, was it only 3 choices?
Wait, not Vanguard. I feel like that's too easy for some people. It'd be hard for me.
3 choices?
It'd be too hard for me, but not for you guys. Maybe. So, EverQuest, yeah, only 3. EverQuest never existed, or, what'd I say? Forgot what I said. Oh, Ultima Online never existed, which you gotta remember was a big inspiration for EverQuest too, or EverQuest also. Or, what's another one? Or Dark Age of Camelot.
Ooh.
Dark Age Camelot.
I also picked Dark Ages of Camelot.
I guess I have to also, even though I love that game.
Yeah,
All right,
I like it
what
too.
about just between the two? I feel like there's not as many influential. And
For me,
if it's in World of
EverQuest.
Warcraft, we'll all pick it, so that's too easy. So
If I had to pick between the two, I would
EverQuest
pick
or Ultima?
EverQuest.
So Steve would pick EverQuest never existing over Ultima Online. What about everybody else?
I would probably
Ultima.
choose Ultima Online because Ultima Online was very new and fresh and whatever, but at the end of the day, it just, yeah, I don't know how to describe it. It just,
I think I know what you're saying. Because I would also pick Ultima Online also, even though I love that game. I think it was awesome. Here's why I would pick it. Because removing EverQuest would almost delete MMOs. You know, like everybody kind of, like Final Fantasy 11, they played EverQuest all day, every day, so they could make that game. Monsters Memories, Pantheon, like Vanguard, even World of Warcraft, like so many games used it as inspiration that removing EverQuest would substantially hurt the MMO industry. And unfortunately, not many people even tried to do Ultima Online again, and every time they did it crappily. So it wouldn't
I feel
change
like
much.
Ultima Online has a lot of like weird and quirky systems that like people are just like, yeah, we're not gonna bring that to this game. We're just gonna leave that on Ultima Online.
Well, to be
right?
fair, the reason I made that choice is I didn't even play EverQuest. I played
Yeah.
Ultima Online the whole time.
Yeah, Steve played EQ
I didn't
too.
play
He didn't
Ultima.
play EQ1.
But I played EverQuest, and honestly, without EverQuest, none of us would be here right now. I feel that.
I would.
You know, speaking.
I would still be
yes,
here.
you and Nathan would be, but Nathan wouldn't have his MMO, channels.
If
Well,
what?
because then all
In a way.
those would be more like Ultima Online. I would finally be happy with them.
No. Boring.
Yeah, that's what would have happened.
Chat has a good point. They think that even if EverQuest Forever Game says even if there was no EverQuest, it still probably would have went in that direction because of MUDs. That's a good point.
Probably.
I still
See, I don't
think
think so. I think it would
Raids.
have gone in a different direction. Like, I think MMOs probably would have happened, but I think EverQuest guided it in the way that the direction it went.
So, but that means
See, I
without
don't know.
EverQuest, there would
I
have
hate
been
to
no
say it.
World
I
of
think people
Warcraft,
give
and I'm
MUDs
down for
way
that
too
world.
much credit. Like, I get MUDs are cool. MUDs are cool for the people that like it. But I've had this debate so many times where people try and tell me MUDs are the real MMOs. And I'm like, yeah, what's the most people you've had in a MUD?
right.
Like, what? And even then, like, you guys writing text back and forth to each other, like,
And plus, that argument never
look at
ends.
Twitch chat. That's like saying Twitch chat is an MMO. If you go on Co's stream and there's thousands of people watching them and all spamming emotes, is that an MMO? No, it's not.
Such a good point.
And plus, don't give me none of this MUD crap because MUDs were actually just trying to do tabletop on the internet, okay?
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. See, I'm just biased because I actually want MMOs. I want to play another MMO that's like UO. Nobody will ever make one that actually is good.
Yeah, when they try, you get horrible projects like Fractured Online.
It's because they
Gosh.
never. It's because it's like they don't understand why UO was good.
Yeah.
They do all this other stuff UO had, but it's not the stuff that was awesome about it.
I agree. Yeah, it's like they leave. You can't leave anything out. That's the secret. Like,
It's
if you're gonna
funny-
make UO, you have to put all the things in it. Like, okay, the only thing you can play with is the PvP system originally, right?
Sure.
You get you.
I don't. It doesn't even have to have the same kind of combat or leveling
No,
up system.
no,
it's
but-
everything else that
Yeah,
it needs.
it's the stuff that you can do so many things. Like, you can write a book. You can, like, we just made up an adventure and did it when last time we played Ultima Online on stream. We were like, what was it? Let's go kill and make a freaking barbecue. So we went and hunted pigs and got their meat and other foods that we thought would be good for a barbecue. And then we went on top of Dave's house that he built in the real world, sat on top of it, made a campfire, cooked the things on top of it, and ate it. And that was, our adventure was complete. That's what we went out to do. Being able to, I mean, just it's a role-playing paradise, and it's just shocking to me that nobody did try to take that formula and put it into a 3D game with all the features there.
I think another problem is like games like World of Warcraft destroyed the want for
By accident.
that type of community. Yeah,
by accident. I don't think they purposely was like, let's ruin MMOs. I think they were just like, here's the problems that MMOs have, and here's a solution to those problems. People, you know, they want to be able to play the game whenever they want without a group, so let's make questing a viable option to level up. You know, people hate camp spots being stolen. Let's make the dungeons instanced. Oh, people still don't want to find a group to run them, so then they came out with, you know, Group Finder.
Yeah.
They were all solutions.
And then all of a sudden, there was no community left.
Yep. Exactly. Zucan says all of the Monsters and Memories. Sorry. Ollie of Monsters and Memories is a big Ultima Online guy. We had Death Shrouds in for a while. I'm sure there will be other things, or already are, that are UO inspired.
And like, kind of go back a little bit. Another game that recently came out that was like supposed to be like, this is the new RuneScape, this is the new whatever RuneScape.
Right. Yeah.
But it just learned every single wrong lesson. It's just like, you like grinding, well, you grind to grind, right? You just grind to grind. You just want to have your skills like segmented from chapters for some stupid reason. You know, you don't. Do you want to just have, hey, this is a level 1 fish, but if you hit level 8 fishing, it turns into a level 8 fish. It just didn't learn any of the right lessons.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's like I feel like the gaming kind of suffers in general from the same thing. I feel like a lot of other things suffer from, and it feels like the people who are in charge of making them are not actually people who play them.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Or the developers go in with really good intentions, really are gamers, really do get it, and the investors step in and make them do things that kind of devalue all the good stuff.
I feel like that's the case with Brighter Shores and Andrew I think is it Gower or whatever his name is. Like, I think he wanted to make a good like next Lineage and RuneScape, even though it's not. Everyone says it's not RuneScape exactly, but you know, it's like it's in the Lineage. It has kind of similar graphics. It's kind of a similar style, and there's like a tiny little acorn nugget at the very core. That's like there's like a decent game in there somewhere, but they have a lot of work to get there.
Junebug. I do think the MMOs are just in a sad state right now, for sure. Thankfully for people like us, we have some good options coming, but like for the standard MMO player, I feel like now they're the ones going to be screwed. You know, we always thought us old school gamers, old school MMO players are going to be the ones screwed because we were for a long time. But now I think the tables have turned. Like old school gamers, we got Pantheon, we got Monsters and Memories.
It's crazy that like 3 years ago it was like, what are our options? It's like Pantheon?
Yeah,
maybe that's it.
Yeah, that was it. We thought.
But then we got Embers, which is sad with where it's at now. Monsters and Memories. We just had more options.
Yeah, so maybe we'll see a little turnaround, at least from our point of view, you know? Oh my gosh, Richard Garriott has lost his freaking mind, dude. That guy's insane. I do not trust that guy at all anymore.
Which one is that one?
I
mean,
Is
he
that
went into space.
The Fable guy?
No, Richard Garriott's Ultima guy, the guy that
Oh,
invented...
yeah, I don't trust him.
Yeah, don't
goes
trust
in
that guy's
case now.
lost his mind, dude. You know what I think happened? Remember when he went to space and he sold his blood and all that weird stuff?
Yeah.
I think an alien parasite got in his brain, dude. I think
probably it did.
I think the NASA needs to like seriously investigate that guy. I think something happened. Because that guy was a
probably right.
genius, and then suddenly, dude, what was his last MMO? MMO Light? No, after that, the one more recently that was like crowdfunded.
It's like Shroud of the
Shroud
Avatar.
of the Avatar, dude.
Yeah, that one.
Dude, when I started that game when
I
it first
tried it.
launched, and it had the Ultima symbology and all that, and he was an avatar, kind of like an Ultima, and you're like out in that where you can see like space, and you're on that weird rock and the floating in the tutorial thing. I was like, dude, this is gonna be freaking awesome. And then the way the quests work, where you could literally talk to them, and certain keywords would make them say certain things. I was like, dude, this is gonna be sweet.
Nope.
No. And then I kept playing and realized, first of all, it wasn't even a real MMO. And what's up with the world map in that game? What a crappy way to do a world. It's like
It's not good.
It's like a JRPG where it zooms out, you're just like running along to go to a town. Lame. So bad. Ultima 7 is a great RPG. Dude, all the Ultima games, I cannot believe that they didn't keep making Ultima games. What a weird way to just let your IP go to waste.
Dude, I don't know if you remember, but at one point,
Ultima 9?
they were making a game called Ultima 10 that was going to be
10.
a new MMO.
Yeah,
And
Ultima 9 did come
it
out.
never happened, and that was that.
Yeah, you can still watch the videos on the internet.
Oh yeah, and then on top of that, they were making Ultima
Online
Online
2. Yep.
and they never did that.
It was a 3D version, yeah.
Dude, that would have been sweet, dude.
Yep, but they canceled it.
If that would have actually worked and been good, I'd probably be still playing that.
You know what
version.
probably happened, Steve? They probably, for the technology at the time, realized they couldn't do all the things, and instead of just releasing a weird, crappy version of Ultima Online, they just canceled it.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
That's probably
But it's
the
weird
truth.
that they canceled the Ultima 10 because that looked like it was going to be
It's a
more of an
single-player
EverQuest
game.
type of game.
Yeah.
No, that was going to be an MMO too.
Was it?
Yeah, Ultima 10 was going to be an MMO, and it was going to be like in the more of an EverQuest style of MMO.
Oh, interesting. I forgot
I mean,
that.
if you look at Ultima 9, and it does kind of look like EverQuest 1 a little bit.
It does, yeah, because it was from that time period. Yeah, like 98-ish.
But EA really shafted fucking 9.
Yeah. I still liked it, though. I thought 9 was pretty good for the time. It might be hard to play today. I don't know.
Yeah, now it would be hard to play.
But at the time, I thought it was pretty stinking cool.
Oops, I meant to go this way.
It wasn't that the one that was kind of like in modern day, but then you went back in time or something?
And you're like the avatar's like running around in his underwear.
Yeah, I bet you that game does not actually. I bet you it would be
It
awful
don't
today.
hold up.
But at the time, I thought it was cool. I liked it.
What am I supposed to be doing? Going up there? How do I get up there?
It probably aged like milk, probably, I'm going to assume. This is not Throne Liberty. It looks
Somehow I
like
have
New
to
World.
get
No.
on the
This is
second
Throne Liberty.
floor of
Trust
this
us.
place.
This is the new update, dude.
Oh, there.
Amazon
This
owns
is-
both games, so they just decided that they would make Throne Liberty more like New World.
This is actually Throne of Liberty, but it's only 2-player and 3 people get to
We beat
commentate and
'em.
help them in battle. Like, hey, get that torch. Hit the torch.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
even crazier than Taco John's.
the new
y'all.
update's called New Throne and Liberty World.
New Throne and Liberty World. Dude,
That's
that's
legit.
what they need, dude. That's what they need.
So on Wednesday nights, guys, going forward until Pantheon's early access starts, and then we're going to switch over to that, obviously. We're going to be playing Jackbox,
Jackbox party packs.
which is super like community driven. If you don't know, it's hilarious.
Yeah, like everybody watching can actually play with us.
Right.
When we
Yeah.
do that.
yeah,
And they get the vote, and their
Or
votes
participate.
matter.
Participation, baby. It's gonna be fun.
And Nathan's only played Champed Up, even though it's a great game. But there's a lot of other games that they have that are really good too.
And I'm gonna
And we'll probably
turn.
play a lot.
I'm gonna turn down the. I'm gonna turn down the what you call it, the delay, so it'll be almost instantaneous. You'll only be like half a second off, so it's not really weird. Because I've only got the delay on because it makes the quality of the stream look better for the game with the delay, because there's more time to process it.
Dude, I'm like running around like Taco John's on crack cocaine in this game, you guys. Watch out for that disgusting alligator right there. I gotta raid this pepper sack.
What are you talking about, Witcher? I don't want to seem to be a doomer, but your new model is terrible.
New model?
Do you mean in this game versus Throne Liberty? Is that what you mean?
I think he means your like physical model. I think you might have to go back to the shop and get it updated. You know, get Nathan 2.0.
Oh.
Is he talking about like how you stream?
Maybe he means maybe he does mean the way I stream. Your old model was a winner. I don't know what you mean by that. If you mean my reptilian human disguise, it supposedly goes through maintenance with the Intergalactic Council every week, so it should be fine.
Maybe he doesn't like you having guests on your channel.
No, I always did that though. Didn't I?
Maybe he liked your old model where you streamed way more.
I think he is learning about WoW to get you to play more Project 1999.
Oh,
This new model where you play like other MMOs that aren't Project 1999, get the fuck out of here.
Look at that black alligator. Let's kill it. That thing looks sweet, dude.
Look at you, Richard Gary got less than 100K from EA for development. Imagine that budget today for an MMO. The inflation conversion will make. Well, that was okay. So EA didn't own Ultima Online in the beginning. They bought it. It was Origin, I think, that actually made the game. I mean, it wouldn't shock me to hear that they only had a 100K budget, but it was not EA. EA bought Origin or whatever that company was called.
Yeah,
Origin.
I remember when EA bought them.
Yeah, we were all upset. We knew it was going to be bad.
We're like, oh man, that's the end of that.
Oh my god, look at the size of that gate.
That's a big old. Where's the rest? I have to get one more stolen cardamom. Oh, it's over here.
Steve is not a guest. He is a squatter.
A squatter.
A stream squatter.
Stream squatter. Ooh, I got a turkey's treasure off that one. I wonder what that is. Open. Oh, coins. Common coins, nice.
Those turkey coins.
I know my expectations were too high, but I actually expected Pantheon to look like this. I know that's a little high of expectations maybe for an indie team, but to be honest, looking around at this landscape right here, this is what I expected.
I mean, back when you look at the original,
yeah, it wasn't too far off.
Artwork and stuff. Project Fair, though, yeah, it's not that far off.
Not
like
that
the
far off.
indie version of this kind of art style wasn't too far off.
Now imagine if they had $2 billion to do whatever they wanted with.
Yeah, that's what they need. $2
I don't
billion.
think they need that much. Like, imagine if they had
$4 billion.
50 million. 50 million. Give them 50 million. I bet they have a solid. But the same thing. Imagine if Monsters and Memories had 50 million to start out the gate.
No, imagine
But
a
there's
chicken
something
wing
different about
drumstick.
Monsters and Memories, though, compared to Pantheon. You know?
What about
think
it?
It's supposed to be that way.
Wait, what did you say,
their
Dirk?
art style. The Monsters and Memories didn't change their art style. Like they've had the same
Right. So I
plan
think it's different,
from the start.
You know? Exactly.
Yeah.
It
You know,
is.
they're keeping
but-
true to themselves.
Okay.
You know, maybe if they had 50 million to start, they would have chose a different art style to start with. I don't know.
They would, though. I don't, because I think the whole premise of that game is let's go back. Let's go
Oh,
back.
Monsters and Memories?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Mazes
Monsters
and
and
Monsters,
Memories.
or whatever it's called. Mazes and Monsters.
Yeah, so Monsters and Memories to me is let's go back, but knowing what we know now.
Right, exactly.
I mean, let's go another one. Give 50 million to Embers Adrift at the start of development.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
what happens there? I think we end up with an incredible game.
Well,
if that happens.
unfortunately, they have a hard-on for not having magic in their game. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I don't know if they still would have had magic. I don't know. Maybe they would have. Maybe it does have more to do with technicality of the engine, etc. Maybe it does. I don't know, but I don't know.
Maybe if they had that much money, they wouldn't have chose Unity.
Yeah, they wouldn't have chosen Unity for sure if they had a
I mean,
huge
Monsters and Memories
budget.
has, Unity, and it's an incredible game. So
Is it
far,
really that good?
so-
What is?
Monsters and
Monsters
Oh,
Memories.
Monster Memory is awesome, dude. It's straight up old school, no
I
apologies.
saw the very, very,
No
very
apologies.
first time you played it,
Yeah.
and it was a little underwhelming. I felt like.
Was it the first time I played it when the servers
Yeah, the
were messing up?
very first
Yeah.
time ever.
Graphics-wise, I could understand that, but actually playing it, oh no.
So much fun.
it's
CJ's going to play it with us on the 30th, so it'll be his first experience into it.
Oh, awesome.
Which
If I don't have
basically...
any good memories after I played, I'm gonna be pissed.
You will. Oh,
I mean,
you
I
will.
already have good memories of
I do
playing
too.
it. Like
I do
Mr.
too.
C, I blame Mr. C because of how damn excited he was by the dwarf roll, and when he got his two-handed sword, when he realized bards could have a two-handed sword.
Well,
Well,
Holy
that Most of
shit.
the memory stream was pretty crazy because we
It was
ran into
awesome.
Eloa randomly.
Oh, that was great.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was that the
but
first
no,
time you
that
played
it
it?
was so fun.
That wasn't...
Oh, my
I wasn't
friend.
on that one.
I
Oh.
think that was my second time.
My
playing it.
I
second
think it was
time...
the second time I
Yes.
played too.
My second time, we had a good time, too. We went into a dungeon and, like, fought...
And it's gone sort of back
I
and
would've been
forth.
there
Like the stress tests, I haven't had good luck with, and I think that's what this is going to be. It's going to be like a 4-hour
Yeah,
stress
it's a
test
stress
on one
test.
server. So it might just be the world freezing and crashing.
Might
and,
be.
And I mean, actually, on one of those, I had a really fun time because I was like the only person that zoned to like the next zone
Oh,
before
yeah.
the server crashed. And so I just kept getting to run to other zones and look at them basically all by myself.
He left me in the dust. That's what he did, and it was
I did.
hilarious.
It was pretty funny.
really because you couldn't zone that. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was
Could
having
not-
You guys
major
tried to
problems.
follow me and couldn't zone. Like
Couldn't
it wouldn't
zone.
let you guys zone.
No, it was crap.
Yeah.
But it was fun watching you on the stream. You just keep
But
running.
yeah, the same one, like the one where Nathan got to go into that first dungeon. That was a ton of fun to watch. Like I didn't get to go in there with
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys, but it was
It
cool
was fun just
seeing you
watching.
guys go in there.
Yeah, with the snake. Isn't it the snake mouth cave?
Millions
That
of
was-
dollars solves jack shit. See, I disagree with that. Millions of dollars allows you to hire more people, which means
Yeah, right.
Millions
If
of
I had
dollars
millions
fixed
of dollars,
my
that would
life,
solve
let
a
me
lot
tell
of
ya.
problems that I have.
And honestly, not
yeah.
even just more people, but higher quality
Higher
people.
quality
Like
people.
if you know what you're doing, and like that's, I think one of the big, you guys will probably agree with me, but I think one of the biggest problems in game development is management.
yeah.
And you really have to get key people in management positions and project managers.
And keynote
And-
speakers.
I don't know if
Like a mayor of
You
Perth.
gotta get really good keynote speakers to inspire the team
Right, every day.
every day. That's what you spend half your budget on. Trust me. Trust me.
Listen, I will take half
Just
the
ask
budget.
certain,
Randy.
ask some certain politicians.
Like I think that we should hire Mr. C to be a keynote speaker for our
Yeah,
company.
definitely. When Cringe Pony blows up, we'll have Mr. C every day in our office.
Yeah, giving us a speech.
Give everybody a speech. It'll be half the day. 4 hours out of the 8-hour day.
Dude, I'm down. I want that job. Thank you.
Be hilarious.
I want to sign up.
Imagine, sometimes, I'm going to be honest, sometimes my corporate job feels like that sometimes. Where it's like,
Really does.
okay,
if
guys.
If it's a 4-hour speech, I'm taking a 1-hour nap in there.
Yeah, but we have to
That's
watch you
fine,
now.
that's your
Yeah, we have to
Yeah, you
watch.
have to
That's
watch
part
me
of
now.
it.
It's part of it.
That's perfect.
That's just like the lunch break. It's like, all right, he's taking it now. We're gonna take a lunch break.
Yeah, everybody can use the bathroom and eat and stuff, but they need to come back and watch until you wake up.
Will you have like poster boards and stuff, Mr. C?
I don't see why not. I already have one right now.
I mean, that'd be amazing.
And our
This is gonna be perfect.
office is actually going to be made out of welded together trailers, but so tall that it looks like a skyscraper.
I love this idea.
Like we turn the
Dude, I
trailer
do
sideways and we just weld
Or
them
should
together.
it be those cargo?
We're gonna be
carpet-
rich.
the crates. What do they call them?
We are gonna be rich, guys.
There won't be any hardwood carpet in the whole place, though.
No, because then Damelos, you know what will happen then.
Yeah, he'll murder us all.
Oh
He'll
crap! I
kill
spawned the wrong
every
person.
single last one of us for sure.
Listen, the money's coming, right, Nathan? I've already blown 500K on future endeavors with Cringe Pony. Right? It's coming. It's coming any day right now.
It's any day, dude. Any day. We're one skin away. We're one skin away. I just don't know which one.
Cause old Jim boy, he's over there with his wrench, looking at my knees with a certain eye.
Yeah, dude, don't worry, dude. I actually think that Peak Canyon is probably that's it. That's all we needed. We're good now. Everything's gonna be fine. I can't find you, Steve. I'm looking for your little icon.
Oh, I'm at the auction house again. Now.
Okay. Oh, there you are. Now I see you. I'm gonna look at some of these armors these people got. Pretty good. Could be better.
Looking for.
I've noticed. I don't know if you noticed this or not, Steve, but they changed in this game when you're in a town. It will. It like down reses all the models so that it runs smoother. Because remember, it used to hitch a little bit in towns, and now it runs like buttery smooth. But if you look close to the character, you can see that they're all down resed a little bit. Which I'll take. That's a good trade-off to me.
Curious.
Stack tons of those Elon Musk tiny homes as the office. We could do that. Whichever's cheaper. Whichever's cheaper to do. Talent is everywhere, and yet slop after slop. What really states... wait, what? What reality states it is one away to be noticed is how do you get funding? Yeah. Yeah, to get noticed, and also to get noticed by enough people, you know, to fund whatever it is you're doing, I guess. I think we're seeing, we're going to see how it fares out for Pantheon in early access. Still not my favorite route they could have taken, but I'll have fun with it, and I hope it works out for them. Monsters and Memories is going to do an early access as well next year. I'm not as upset about Monsters and Memories because I didn't have a decade to think about how I wanted the launch of Monsters and Memories to be. So I'm not, you know, as harsh on them for doing it because it was, you know, I only found out about Monsters and Memories a couple of years ago, right? So I'm not, my feelings don't get hurt as easily, if that makes sense.
I feel like Monsters and Memories also just had like a general, like they knew starting in like what they were gonna do and how.
They knew how to get shit done.
And their plans fall into place fast because of that too, right?
Right. They do. They have a very, you know, solid plan, and they're doing it.
Yeah, Pantheon were like worried about, like all the fans of Pantheon were like worried all the time because we've seen them, you know, squirm their way through.
We've seen them backtrack. We've seen them air quote compromise. We've seen them refactor. We've seen them art change. We've seen them 247. You know, I can go on and on.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, there's just been a lot of things. Like, for example, dude, how many years ago was it that they told us that the freaking Darkmare model was done? And so we were just sitting around for like 2 years being like, wonder when they're going to put that model in.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, believe me, I'm a gnome guy. I've been sitting here hearing ogres and gnomes and ogres and gnomes. And now we got ogres in, you know, I'll take that half. But
well, what's crazy is that Necros and Bards, they were supposed to be like, maybe release, maybe expansion. And the Necros are just fucking in right now. Fuck Bards. Fuck you, VR.
Yeah. At least their excuse for that makes a lot of sense. At least that.
I mean, Bards are probably one of the most complicated.
Yeah, it's the most complicated class. Blah blah. I want it. JG Wentworth, 877 Bard now.
Say, wait, well, that's Joppa's new answer for the gnome. Is he's like the reason gnomes got delayed is because they're like the most complex race, and I was like, part of me is like, yeah, and then I'm like. I think what it is because they tried to do gnomes so differently. Gnomes are literally like these glowing energy beings.
That's their own fault.
And if they make them bad, like it's going to be, you know, if it doesn't represent the art that they've been showing off forever, like,
is there a barber in this game?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Barbara or
You
Barbara?
can't change your hairstyle or anything in
There
this?
probably is somebody named Barbara in the game.
I mean, it's probably a cash shop
Sorry,
thing.
I legit heard
I would
Barbara.
guess.
I might be getting old.
Oh, that would be lame.
I don't know, actually.
I mean, it is cash shop for friggin'
I'm gonna
Throne Liberty,
look.
So.
I'm gonna look in the store and see if I see it in there. What would
Just
that
to
be
change your
under?
hair only, not your whole appearance.
I just Googled it. It says the short answer is it is not possible to change the appearance of your character. You cannot change
Oh,
the face
man.
you selected at the beginning of the game. The premium store also does not have this option. The only way to change the appearance is to create a new character.
But what about just
That is
hairstyle?
lame. Nah, that would be.
That's what it says.
For now. I bet you they'll add a barber or something. It probably costs real life money, though.
I don't know though. The game's been out.
That's
How many
easy
years
money.
now?
That's easy money. That's easy.
It really is, especially from people like me
Yeah,
that
it
are
works.
like, "Ew, what was I thinking?"
Yeah.
I think 14 makes a lot of money just on that alone. Be
Heck
like,
yeah.
oh, I'm gonna be this race for a day. All right, I'm this race now.
Dude, they
All
made
right,
a
I'm
decent
this
amount of money
race.
just off of me, and I normally don't care, but they've tricked me even. To where I'm like, you know what? I want to be this one. And I get it, and then for a while, and I'm like, nah, I like my old one better, and I pay to switch it back.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna experiment with something because I just did my own little bit of googling. I'm gonna do a little experiment. Let's see. How do I go back to the character creation screen or selection screen? I wonder.
I would log out.
But how do I do that? Exit to
I
main
don't
menu.
know.
There.
I don't remember. I was.
Put
I was
your
telling
hand on the top of the
Rulo-
PlayStation 5 for 5 seconds.
Bro, let me take a
Uh,
little.
then
Try
you
not to burn
spin.
yourself. PS5s are fucking hot. It's
Yeah, dude.
ridiculous
They
the
blow.
amount of heat
They
put
they
out.
definitely get hot. It's actually worrisome sometimes.
It is. My daughter's is just shut down. Just shut down in the middle of winter because it was overheated. I'm like, holy hell. We moved it so it's in a better place now, but it's ridiculous.
Sonic Ryu Hyde. Sorry, I did not see that. Thank you for the Prime sub. Early access can be good or bad. Some games are better for it, but some games get stuck in early access till they run out of money. True, and I think, you know, there's always that possibility that Pantheon could end up in that boat. It does seem like the tenacity of the team would probably launch the game before it's ready, before they would do that. And I'm just saying, I don't think that's a good idea either, but I'm just saying I think they would. Based on this whole early access thing, which was not part of the original plan, right? But they just seen it as a way to get more players, get more funding, get more data, and they feel confident that they can keep the content rolling, and they think that enough people will, you know, play the game as that content is released. It's a risky move. We'll see if it works. But I do think before they would run out of money and the game never launches, they would do a launch. I think they would. And I think they'll make a decent amount. I think they'll make quite a bit of money off this early access, too. And I was right. It was exactly what I thought it would be. It's $40. I called it in my video. I said I thought it would be about $40.
So I know you and Steve are right into New World at the moment, but I wasn't sure if anybody would like to try Jackbox for the rest of the stream. If not, that's cool. Just thought I'd throw it out there.
I think I'm actually going to go ahead and call it a night myself, but you guys go for it.
The only reason I can't is because I'm hooked up to the PlayStation, so I can't show anything but the PlayStation without ending the stream. And it is late. I'm cool with calling it here, too.
I'm calling it a night, you guys.
But we should do it next week, for sure. Jackbox.
Yeah, just make sure you have your...
Yeah, next week for sure.
I'll go through before we go live, but you'll just get your Discord, and I think there's a way to separate it so that you don't have to see all your messages.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about it before stream next time.
Okay. All right, so come back next Wednesday. We'll be doing that. I'm going to talk with Damelos. We may push back Cringe Pony to the following weekend, to the 30th.
No.
It'll be way better. It'll be way better. Because we come up with 3 new cringes tonight that I could definitely do. Yeah, I think I may do that because it was a little rush this time getting all the stuff in with the new job. So that would give me a whole nother week to get more fine-tuned, and I don't think Thanksgiving being on Thursday is going to hurt Cringe Pony being the following Saturday at all.
No.
No, not at all.
It won't for me, anyway.
Yeah, I'll check with Damelos, as long as Damelos can make it, because we got to have Damelos and Steve for it, because obviously the vote for the mayor per city. You can't be somebody missing.
Yeah, I can do
Listen, you can either vote for live Steve or a picture of Damelos.
Yeah, just put a picture of him. We'll AI him.
Would
If
be
he can't
funny.
show, we're going to AI Damelos.
No, just use the AI of that weird mask of Damelos.
Yeah! Maybe Steve could send me that mask, and I could just put it on the whole stream and pretend like I'm...
That mask is terrifying.
You can't even put it on your head, it's so
Terrifying.
small.
Yeah, Steve bought it, and it turns out it's for a kid only, which is not what the pictures in the advertisement on Amazon showed, by the way. It definitely showed adults wearing it.
You should find you should find the picture of of what they had for that listing, because it's unhinged.
It's pretty scary, dude. The pictures they used are pretty terrifying. Steve, you could also make that mask even more terrifying and get like an X-Acto knife and cut the face off and then put rubber bands on it.
Oh, yeah, that would be
Like
one way to do it.
Like a serial killer version, you know? Like Buffalo Bill.
I'm wearing your face, Damelos.
What if you put like a
I'm
nylon
the
stocking
Mario
over it,
Party
too?
now.
That'd be incredible.
If you did what?
Put a nylon stocking over it also.
Oh,
You know, give it a
yeah.
little oomph.
Yeah. You'd look kind of like a gnome from Pantheon Rise of the Fallen then.
Rise of the Baldwins. Come on, Nathan.
Sorry, Pantheon Rise of the
How
Baldwins.
dare.
All right, well, thanks everybody for coming out tonight. I'll see you guys soon.
Thanks for putting up with us. Appreciate you.
I'll probably try to do a retro night this Saturday, since there's not going to be a Cringe Pony. We'll do a retro night Saturday night and play some old school games, have some fun.
Sort of sedan, yeah.
Yeah, probably. Unfortunately, probably sort of Sodan. But thanks everybody. Have a great night. I'll see you guys Saturday. And once the job calms down, I don't have to work as many hours. I'll be back to streaming more. And we definitely do in Monsters and Memories. This is November 30th. And we're definitely going to do a lot of Pantheon December 13th onward. Tons. I'm going to try to stream every single day. So look forward to that. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Good night,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.